What's up, everybody? It's been a very sad day today. I just got back from work, so I wasn't. I got a little bit on Anza's channel to say my condolences, but wasn't able to do much because I was at my work. Um, there's Rob's show was going on when I was driving home, but yeah, it's yeah. Anybody want to come in? I got the a link in. So I was, I wonder if anybody else, wasn't able to, talk about, you know, uh, you know, the friendship with JJ and all that. I've known JJ about a year now. Like I said, I've started streaming. Probably started, I think in March or April, I believe, of this year. And JJ was, he was one of the first people, I really met. I met him with when I was watching Chris and Anzo and all them and he actually JJ. I think I had to go back to one of my first streams. He was one of my first guests that came on, and he was always, always talking to. I always all got to talk. I got to talk to him in these. We always did these round tables and the backstage. LDG's backstage all the time. Always, he was always in there. He always gives. He was like I said in Anzo Shed. He was like you know, a sort of like a father or big brother figure, sort of way he would help you. Um, he would help you out on your chat, your streams and stuff, and or just common things everyday life, because I had a one reason I got into YouTube because I lost my job because I had sort of heart issues and diabetes. I got this diabetes and stuff, and JJ he was struggling with the same issues. So got to talk. I got to I started chatting with him, and I know LDG has some similar situations too. So because I had no clue what I was how my life was going now with the this medical issues, and they've I know what JJ's lived with quite a while. He was he's always told me, and serious serious situation and all that. So it was like somebody I could talk to, because I know he had some, he sometimes he with the diabetes and stuff, you have bad days, and LDG, he'll tell you on his streams that he's just knocked out, and it just and I got the same things. It's just I've never having it before, and then start getting it where you just completely you eat a a a little extra cookie or a little sweets, and it feels like you've been hit by a truck. I mean, it's crazy, but it was nice to have somebody to talk to. Had that you could talk to about a situation because I can talk to my wife or anybody else, but they don't have that situation. They've never lived with it or never how it feels, how what it's like. So it was always nice. Like I said, it was like he was like a if I even say a father figure, like a big brother figure. He was there, and then and he never gave himself enough credit, but he was a teacher. He helped, he would tell you, about stream, starting your stream and doing this. He was excellent moderator and stuff. But it's sad, because even if you ain't streaming, but if you're watching, just pop on the YouTube, and you want to watch, want to watch your favorite streamers. JJ was always in one of them chats. He was always in Onzo's. He was always in Tommy's. LDG's. I always loved LDG. JJ when he do the nerd, it'd be a nerdgasm. And his randomest chats, man. Him and Darius, man, they had some of the best chats ever, man. He'd get in there and they would get crazy, and like those nerdgasms and stuff. But it's a sad situation. Like I said, I got the poll. If you want to, I got the link there. If you're able to, you want to come in. I mean, I know. Um, hey, Dandelion, how's it going? Like I said, anybody, I got the link. If anybody wants to come in and talk, I know I wasn't able to. I got to chat on Onzo's a little bit, but I was at work, and I was sort of had to do it real quick, and I didn't want to get in trouble at work. And then I know Rob's Rob, I know I seen Tommy's. I saw him. I just was getting to work. I saw Tommy's, but I wasn't able to get in there, so I watched a little bit. But it's hard to do anything when you're at work. And Rob's show was going on when I was driving home, so he ended. By the time I got home, his show was already over. So I know. Say Nicholas says Rob. No, you mean Rob Storms? Because I know he did a stream about it. Is you talking about Rob Storms? Hey, Dandelion. Yeah, I know y'all gonna miss him. When I never got to do those cards. Some of I did. I knew they did the name that tune the other night. And it was odd because I was hoping that JJ was going to be there last night, and I didn't see it. We didn't know this situation happened, but I know I watched them, but I know those card games. I know you're going to miss him in those because he's a fun person to be around. I know y'all do those Friday night. The one on Chris's channel. I watch that sometimes, and I know, and I know Chris Knight's show. I know when he does those what's called Jackbox games and stuff. I know y'all gonna miss him on that because it's. I mean, JJ was a character. He was fun to be. He was a person who was fun to be around. I mean, he always had a great Cards Against Humanity. Yeah. I think I played one time on one of y'all streams, but yeah, I know he was always in those streams. But I mean, he was, like I said, he was a fun person to be around. I mean, he didn't. I mean, if you had a problem, he would sit there and he would chat with you, talk to you. I was like he said, he was like a big brother. He was like, I mean, I know some, I know Nindroid and Austin. I know they, because I mean, to them, they're really younger, so he probably was more like a father figure because he was there, he helping them with the streams, and I would go in there, he was like guiding them to it, and he was, he knew what he never gave enough credit. He was a wonderful teacher, stuff like that. Because I mean, just a little things. He'd show us, all this young YouTubers, it's little stuff, just how to do things. Yeah, Jackbox game and the wrap up. Danline, you want to come on? I got, like I said, let me see if I got it in there again. Let me put it in there again. If anybody wants to, just in case anybody. I mean, I know. Probably a lot of y'all have already went on Rob. It was on Rob's or Tommy's or Onzo. I didn't know. I thought Jedi Bill was going to do a show tonight, but I guess he wasn't. So I was going to pop on his. I think it's tomorrow. So I was just want to give my respects, and I appreciate everybody coming in. Nicholas, yeah. Poe, you already back? Did you already get back to Mississippi from? I know you were in Atlanta there for the weekend. Did you ever get back to Mississippi? Hey Jedi, what's going on, brother? I thought you were gonna stream tonight. I was gonna pop on your channel, but you might be later tonight. I know it's early. I just got home, so I didn't know you might be a later night tonight. I was gonna hop on your stream because I wasn't able to get on anybody's due to work. But yeah, I know Jedi's gonna miss him too because I know I was thinking about JJ. JJ would support anybody. He would go and help. He would pop on. I know he's on Jedi Bill's channel. Then he'd go pop on Darius. Just come and help. Help everybody out and give good company. He was a great person. He had no enemy. I don't think he had an enemy. He was a wonderful person. I mean, he would. I like to say he was. And it was nice. When I first he popped on the channel, help just and then he said I will. And he even if he wasn't, he popped on there. He said he was always watching. He was but he wouldn't he'd jump in the chat sometimes. It was awesome, and I love he was awesome during round tables. I know he held the one we had during the Star Wars the Bad Batch. That was a fun round table. I mean the Bad Batch it just being with JJ. I mean sometimes the Bad Batch wasn't the best, but just JJ being running and all that. He made the round table fun and all that. Yeah, okay, Jedi. It was later tonight. I wasn't sure. I might have seen the date wrong. I was just like, damn, I thought it was going to do tonight. It's 11 because I know you live out in Arizona, so it's the time's difference and all that. All right, cool. Jedi, if you want to pop on, I got a link there somewhere. I think I put it in there. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to pop on and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I know when LDG ever gets his I know his nerdgasm back going. He's definitely gonna be missed, and I know y'all gonna miss him on Chris's when Chris does his show on the weekly roundup. He's always he's always the he life the party, you could say. Yeah. But and this goes to what Anzo was saying, and even Rob was saying on his channel, and I think even Tommy and Han and all them was saying, I'm young in this, so I don't have really a beef. I don't have a beef with anybody, so I hope I don't. But but even this don't even go with streaming. If you got problems, something stupid, we with a family member or a friend you had for a long time, or neighbor or something. If it's something, you never know. So tomorrow. I've seen a lot. I've had a lot of friends. I even when I was at work, I had a real good friend that um, he went out for lunch break, and I had to help. He died going to lunch, and when I was working in a retail store before, I had to go out. I heard the crash when I was at the store, and me and a couple, friends had to rush out there and basically try to get him out of the car, and he was already passed on from just a drunk driver, just in it hit and run. And I mean, you never know. I mean, and I have no beef with him. I mean, I'm just saying, but this things, you just say, hey, have a good lunch. See you here in 10 minutes, and boom. It's something you never see that person again. And but I'm not gonna say, but that could happen if I'd had a beef or had something ruin him. I would have been like in agony. I've been in agony if we'd had something said or something before that happened. But it's like that. You never know. With health and all that, and this the way the world's running and all that. But but anybody got I know we got 3 people watching. Anybody, if you got a story about JJ or anything, I know I love Gaskar. If Gaskar was up, I wish he'd come here and see we could talk about that. Me and JJ and Gaskar. Gaskar was doing this flight simulator game, and basically it's realistic. If you ever go to Baskar Scenarios, if anybody's watching, go to Baskar Scenarios channel. He should have it up in there. He has his flight simulator with me and JJ and him. We tried to get LDG, but he wasn't up or something. It was sort of like we was flying the state of Florida. We started in Miami. I know we were like I know Bone popped on the chat. He lives in Miami, somewhere in that area. So we was trying to figure out where he was trying to he was like telling us where he lives. So we was trying to fly over the area, and then we flew right up like Fort Lauderdale, and then we cut off because I live in Okeechobee, so we cut off across the pretty much the Everglades, where it's the middle of nowhere. And then we basically flew over my house. You could almost see my house on things. Like, oh, it's so cool. That's what I was saying on I think it was Onzo channel. We was talking about, hey Sherry, how you doing? And we was talking about it was about a 3-hour flight because it's on that little flight simulator. It's a long little flight across the Everglades. So flew over my house. I'm out. I live in the middle of nowhere, so flew over my house, and it was like we're gonna go to LDG's house. So we know LDG always says he lives in Orlando, somewhere near Universal or SeaWorld. So I was like, well, let's fly around Universal or SeaWorld or something. So we tried to go there, and I guess we went the wrong way. We went by the airport or something. And then when we were supposed to land to get gas or something, and Basco forgot to get gas, and so then we miss. And then we get out of Orlando, and if anybody's in the state of Florida, you got very populous areas, and then you got middle of nowhere. So where JJ lives in Jacksonville, but from Orlando, Jacksonville, there's like a big area. It's just like swamp and like nothing out there. So we were flying. We were trying to figure out. I was like, we got to find this airport to land. So if we don't run out of gas, I mean, we was on like fumes when we went right down to I think it's the St. Lawrence River. And JJ's like, oh, I know that place. I used to JJ. I guess he delivered stuff and all that. And he was like, he's like, oh, I know that place I used to deliver that. And he's like, oh, we're close. We got to follow this river. We got to follow this river. And we was on fumes. It was like, man, like if we was gonna have to figure out, I was like, well, what we're gonna have? We're gonna I start throwing stuff out the plane or whatever. It was, it's a simulator. But we got up there and we finally we like sort of JJ said, I live right over there, so we flew over his house and we just got to the airport in Basco. He crashes he notes dives right there on the airport lane. It was funny. I mean, we was like right on E, but we like flipped the plane. We sort of didn't flip the plane. We like, it was a little airplane. We like nose dived it right into the face. So it was JJ was giving him hell for like the rest of the whole day. So it was an awesome experience. But hey, Sherry, how you doing? And I seen Chef Cook has come in. How we doing? Like I said, anybody wants pop in? I got the link there. If anybody wants to say anything or experience with JJ, if y'all had a good stream, had a stream with him, or any good some memories of on the stream. If he didn't want on the stream, if you remember some streams that he was on, he was on a ton of, he was on all the Chaos Centrals. I know he's on every Chaos Central show. So if anybody was on there, he was on Tommy's show. He was on Han Star shows, Chris's shows. Like I say, he popped on mine a couple times. He was on Danny's shows and many other shows. Wilkie, what's going on? How we doing? I got 7 people. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Like I said, I was just talking a little bit. Just got home from work, so I wasn't able to really, wasn't able to say much. I said a little bit on Anzo's show, but I had to rush it real quick because, like I said, it was work. So I was just trying to, tell a little bit some of the experiences, we had with JJ in the past and all that. Like I said, I had some wonderful streams with him, fun streams. I mean, like I said, late night streams, man. Sometimes those streams would be 3, 4 in the morning. I mean, it's especially like Darius stream sometime, or Mara's stream, or I'm trying to think who else, or Jedi's or something. Man, we'd start at like 9 o'clock, and sometimes you look at it's 3 or 4 in the morning. You're still going. It's good streams and all that. But was he a friend or at any events with us? No, Sean. He was a YouTuber. You've never met him. I don't think he was into like older wrestling, but he didn't wasn't into like too much wrestling. He was mostly in Star Wars. Mostly Star Wars is his main thing. Like I said, you can see his name, Sithlord. 3820. He was very into Star Wars. I mean, that's what he loved doing streams about Star Wars, talking about it, anything. I mean, I think we talked about older wrestling, but it was like back in the 80s wrestling stuff. He didn't like the new stuff. A lot of it's like me. I've already grown out of some of the new wrestling too. But let's see, JJ was a solid dude, a true gentleman. Yeah, that was the thing about JJ. He was a gentleman. He was a gentleman to the ladies. He was to everybody. I mean, he was a really respected, good person. I mean, he treated you like you want to be treated. I mean, he was honest to you. If you said something to do, he would call you out, but he was honest to you. And he was like I said, if had an issue, a problem, he was a perfect person to talk to. He was somebody who would listen to you. And he would like, I heard a couple people in the stream said that I knew they didn't have no food, or I can't remember what's his name, but and JJ bought him pizza and all, bought for him and his family. And JJ was a caring person. He looked out for people. He liked people. He wanted his friends together. He didn't like confrontations. He was a really good person and all that. But like anybody got any they like to pop in, or like you can write in the chat and I'll put it up there. Stories, anything, memories of JJ. As like I said, I've only been doing this for I think since March, April. I've seen stuff in the past, some of the streams and stuff from the past, but I know like Chris and then Han Star and all that, They were doing this for 3-4 years. So I mean, I'm sure they got tons. I know Han. I was talking to Han last night. Was doing the name tune. And yeah, I know he was telling me some of the stories and all that. Of him and Chris and they have been 3 or 4 years plus. So they have a lot of stories. But it's a sad loss. For what's LDG? I'm listening. Sorry, I won't. I won't come up, but I feel. Yeah, LGG. I know, brother. I understand, man. I know, and that's what I was. Then I was what I was saying earlier. I says, I know. Some of this issue. The problems. The health issues. I know. JJ had. I said, I just recently, got this last year. I know you and JJ have some of the, similar, some similar health issues and stuff. And I asked JJ a lot of stuff because I never had, like these, the diabetes, stuff like that before. And it's like, just get it, never had it and then just get it, and he gave me a lot of advice and stuff, what to do, not to do, situation. Because I know like I was saying, it's hard to talk to somebody like, even my wife, it's like, because when you tell her you feel like crap, she doesn't realize it. I mean, you eat a donut. It's weird. You eat a donut and you don't think of it. This donut might do it. That donut might do it. And it feels like you got hit by a car, or something, just with the sugar levels and stuff. It's crazy. So I mean, and then JJ, me and him talked a lot about that, and he's like, just, you just gotta, it's good to know, because he had those issues for a long time. So he knew when I asked, tell him, this, I feel this way and all that. He knew exactly what I was talking about. So it's good to, be able to talk to somebody like that, and they understand you and they're there for you. And it's like they just brush you off, say, hey, I understand you. What's going on with you? This is new to you and all that. So it's and it's sad because this community. I mean, we won't have that. We won't have that person anymore. To be there for us. And it's a shame we wasn't there for him more than we were. But that's we that's why I said we need the community needs to be there for everybody. It's not just hey, I do this, I stop this, I'm doing this. But no, it's everybody needs to help each other out. Like my Chris was saying, he was trying to keep in touch. So like JJ, he I guess his roommates were gone for a couple of days, and so nobody knows. So, but we know community members that have issues like this that are our friends and stuff. We need to stay in touch. Hit that email, hit that. Jesus, there's so many Twitters and God, Instagrams, messengers. Hit something. You hit something. Say, hey, how you doing? You doing okay? I try to, LG, I know you hit, I try to, you get you on like 50 Odyssey, whatever. Say, hey, LG, you doing? I know, because, I hear that you're not feeling good or something. Say, you doing okay, LG? And, that I know that you were having some, like it was a couple months ago, you were having some real issues. And I think I tweeted a couple times, because, because, I know with the, with the same health issue, because, one day you're feeling good. Next day you're in the hospital. You just gotta keep up. Sherry, you're so sweet. So you got to give us a virtual hug. Okay, we got 7 people. Like I said, anybody want to pop on? They can. I was just going to do this a little quick thing. I wasn't, trying to do a stream. I mean, if anybody wants to pop on, they can. I know if anybody's late up tonight, I think Jedi Bill said he's going to have a stream later tonight. I'm not 100% what time. I know he lives in out western states, so I'm in eastern Florida, so it's 11:30 here. So I'm not exactly sure. Probably right. I'm figuring if Jedi, you still here? One, is it 1 or 2? I know he does a late night stream. I mean, it's for us. I mean, it's early for him, but it's late for us. So anybody later tonight, check out his channel. He has an awesome, he has a good hangout there. He has something. Sometimes Jedi, is it going to be if he's still in the chat? I don't know if he's still here. Is it going to be a movie review or is it the soup tonight? I know sometimes he does movie reviews too, also. But like I said, I got 6 people here. I mean, anybody, pop something in there if you got a question. I mean, if y'all you don't want to talk about anything else, I mean, we can talk. He is. Is it no tomorrow? Oh, it's tomorrow. Okay, it's tomorrow then, guys. Okay, so it's going to be tomorrow. Okay, but check that out, guys. Like, he has awesome. He has some awesome movie reviews in there, also, guys. If you ever want to check them out, he has some really cool things. It's a late nighter usually for him. So if you like being out late, it's a nice, an awesome place to be. So I know some of us. I mean, with my job now, I get home late, so I can do a little late night streaming, and then I have to go to bed because I get up early because kids and stuff. So you know how it goes. But let's see. Anybody got anything? If anybody's free, it's always fun to talk to somebody else than just talking to yourself. I mean, if anybody wants to pop on there, you can jump on there. I'll put the link again if anybody's in there. There it is. So anybody, I know LDG said he's resting, so. Yeah, the LDG is when you ever do bring the nerdgasms, it's not going to be the same, brother. I know. He hit us up in the back after show. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. I wasn't sure. I know you were on, and I thought you said you might be heading to bed, so I was going to pop on there. I popped in there the other night, and you were, I guess you were with the bed, so I was like, I didn't want to bother you, so. Yeah, LEG. I know it's going to be whenever you do bring the nerdgasms, he's going to be missed on there because JJ was always a character on the nerdgasms. That was always a fun thing. Enjoyed and always, like I said, his randomness shows. God, I always look forward to them. I was like when he had them on Fridays and Thursdays. I was like, damn, I can't wait. I was always looking forward to him because we always had always had a fun time going in there. Something would happen, or I'd bring my rooster pictures or something there. Something in there. It was always a good time. But I do appreciate everybody popped in today. I mean, I got some new people there. It hasn't been okay. Oh, Jedi's there. Okay, brother, there he is. Hey, brother, what's going on?
Yeah, how's it going?
So you're doing this? Is it tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's
the big one, the big show, big 250th episode of.
Nice. Well, and it's going to be, what time is it? I know your time's different from mine. So what is it's going to be?
9 p.m. Mountain. That's I think 1
o'clock.
Central.
1 or midnight. I know sometimes I say it's something 1 or 2 in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, about 1. Yeah, 12 or 1. So around that time. Yeah. I know. I was saying. I said it's just gonna, a lot of these streams. Like I was saying, he would pop in everybody. Help pop in everybody's stream and just bring the. Just bring the. He was just bringing. He was like the. What you say? He bring the show. He made the entertainment. He was just bring the flavor to the party. He was. I was like his LDG's nerdgasm. you love to have JJ in there. It was just he just brought that excitement in there.
JJ was a great guy, great man, great and a better friend. It was an honor and a privilege to know him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's see. LDG.
He helped introduce me to a lot of good folks that I still.
Yeah. I met even you, Jed. I saw your channel through JJ. I like him. Tommy, you, who else? Han I didn't even know who Han was doing. JJ. I was like, oh, let me check that out. JJ's on the. I met JJ through Onzo on that Chaos Lit, the Chaos, all them, because he was on there, and it was just like, and I met a lot. Yeah, like I said, I met a lot of people through Mara, a bunch of people. Just JJ. He's like, hey, check out this channel. They're a good YouTuber. Darius. He's like, check them out. They're cool. They're new. They're help them and support them. He was like, that's his thing. He was. He was never worried about him. He was never greedy or worried about his own channel. He's like, hey, you gotta go support these guys. Go support these channels. I said, JJ, but you got good stuff too. No, don't worry about these guys. So I mean, that's you don't have many of the not many people like that in this world. That's the thing.
No, he is wonderful friend and great guy, good YouTuber. Mm-hmm. Was well established throughout the community in several different facets of the fandom.
Yeah, we was talking at one time, me and him and Tom, trying to make this Florida show. We was trying to make all the guys in Florida have a show. He had his idea of like how we need to have a Florida man show. And I said, yeah, well, let's do it. Let's do it, JJ. I said, yeah. Because, they always have that thing. It's got to be a Florida man, that. I was like, I said, well, let's do it. We got a couple. I got Tommy. I got you. He's in Jacksonville. I said, I'm here in the middle of Okeechobee. LDG's in Orlando. I think there's
you live near Lake Okeechobee?
Yeah. Top of the lake, right there, top of the lake.
Some good fishing there, I bet.
Yeah. I mean,
I used to watch the shows back in the 90s, the fishing shows.
Yeah.
Always at that lake.
They haven't been the last few years, but if you get out there, those bass, they have those bass tournaments. They get some. Mm-hmm. I know on the other side of Cluis, and Roland Martin has his little camp out there. He has his restaurant and his fish camps and stuff out there. And they catch some big bass out there. Hopefully, they in the next month, it's starting cold. The speckled perch will be biting here. That if you ever had the speckled perch?
No, but
it's sort of like it looks like in between a bass and a brim, like a
more like a bluegill.
Yeah, but bigger. Yeah, but bigger. But a little bit bigger. Yeah. It looks like they got a bunch of like a trout. They got like speckles on it. That's the big thing here. But you can only I think you can only catch, I think it's 25 limit, but then that's the thing. You got to go out there. They got all these rules. You got to have these little instruments. Can't be like, got to be this long. If you go too short, if game warden comes, they could fine you. And it's got to be a certain size. Can't be too big. And it can't be it's like, it's funny. You're out there watching these people. They're like measuring the fish. But it's sad because if you catch some of these, the fish, and once you catch them, they're gonna die because a lot of time, when they swallow the hook and all that, and you get it out, you've killed the fish because it'll mess the gills up and all that. And it's like, but if you keep that fish, you can get a freaking fine, or get too many and go to jail. That's the only thing bad about it. I was like, the fish is gonna die anyway, so it might be a little bit smaller, but at least let somebody eat it. So
yeah.
What's up, Tiki Doom? And Austinator.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, guys? Yeah. You got is any big fishing out there at all where you live?
Oh.
Not much out there?
There's some good lakes, but nowhere that I know of here in where I'm at in the current city.
Yeah.
There's some desert lakes. Although, in the late 90s, I did catch some big striped bass off of Lake Powell.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah, a lot of rattlesnakes.
And our lakes have the big channel cats too. I mean,
channel cat. Yeah, we got a lot of them. We got a lot of them here too. What they call it? We got speckled cats, channel cat, and we got a lot of walking catfish. Those things.
Yeah.
And they got these armor catfish too. But then you can't. I guess some people eat them. They have to boil them or something. You can't eat them like regular filleting fish, because I guess they look like a crab. I mean, look like a catfish, but they look like a metal catfish, because it's like feels like you hit it, feels like you're hitting a tin can. Mm-hmm. But they mess up. They burrow into they mess up the dike out here, because they got the dike around the lake, and they burrow in the lake, and it messes up the dike. They hate them things down there. Android, what's going on, bro? Hey, you have the links in the chat if y'all want to pop in. Let's see. I'll pop it again in there. If y'all want to pop in there. Yeah, that's fun. I know some catfish are fun to catch. So they get out here. Right now it's been when it starts raining a lot. They see with the lake, they got the one river. It shoots out to Fort Myers, and then they got the one the St. Lucie goes over to the coast on the East Coast, and then they got one that goes towards Miami, and they open those locks and they pour that water out, and them catfish just go crazy out there and all that. It's the best time to get those. You'll get some big old freaking big as your arm catfish, because they love it, because all that water, because the water's like all that stuff is popping in there. Number one. What's going on, number one?
Hey, number one.
Not much.
Yeah. Hey, there's Anzo. Let me pop Anzo. Hey, Anzo.
What's going on?
How you doing, Anzo?
Good. How you guys doing?
Just streaming. I just got home from work, so I just wanted to pop. I wasn't able to get on Rob's channel, so I was popping on and talk a little bit of JJ stories. Hey, Deej, I see Deej in there. Hey, Deej, what's going on, brother? You doing better? I know Deej wasn't feeling good the other day.
Hope you're feeling better, Deej.
He's getting out. He's getting over the bug. The bug.
Really? Shit.
The bad bug. The bad bug.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better.
He streamed, so he's back to
Gotcha.
streaming when he can. Good.
Yeah. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different, guys. There's Deej.
It's gonna be extremely different.
Hey, Deej, what's going on, brother? You doing better?
Yeah, I'm doing better. It just really hit me hard when I found this out tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I was expecting to see him last night on that when I was doing that Name That Tune with Chris and him. I was like, where's JJ at? And he said, no, I don't know. And I think Chris was like, he didn't know. And I was like, because I figured he would have been in. Hey, Darius, what's going on, bro? And because I know him, I know that he's always there with Han and all that. And I was just kind of weird. I know he had he was taking a break from the streaming and stuff, but I was like, it just felt a little weird him not being there. And
yeah, hit me hard too, man. It was like, wow.
Yeah, and I know I heard somebody said I was hoping they were just joking around too. Shot. I was like, God, I hope somebody this was just a joke or something. And when I seen that pop up, I was like,
is your background moving?
Oh yeah,
I got lightsabers.
Yeah, I sort of did it. It's sort of like a Sith from I think it's from that the game.
Yeah, but how do you get it to play like that on StreamYard?
I just put a GIF on the
a JPEG.
Yeah. I just found something real quick. I figured that best would honor him, and it was Sith. It was a bunch of Sith from the game and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, I know y'all guys known him a lot longer than I have. I only known him for a year, so but it's just
Mm-hmm.
like I said, learned a lot from him. And I was saying, with the health, both of us had similar health conditions, so I just got it this year, and he's had it for a while. So like I said, he was somebody I talked to a lot about, those things. Him and LDG, about because never had this, ever had that condition in your life, and you just get it out of the blue. It's like you can't even talk to your wife. You tell your wife, "Oh, I feel like crap," and she's like, "Oh, you just and I know I don't." I say, and it's just from stuff like that. But JJ was like, "Yeah, that will. Sometimes you eat something and it doesn't hurt you this time, but next time put you on the ass. It's like, yeah, and just sad. I mean, I can't imagine those people. I was his roommates that found it. I can't imagine what when they walked into that. I mean, it's just it's just it's tragic.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
it's definitely gonna be missed.
Yeah. Some of the best, like when you had him on the. I met him first time I met him was on the chaos list when you brought me on that one time. I mean, I was watching y'all, but got to meet him that time. And I was gonna say, and he was a good sport too. A lot of stuff that we had fun, and the honorable mentions and stuff. And he had a good sense of humor and good heart. That's the thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Deej, you got anything? Any stories or anything? I don't.
Oh hell, I was streaming with JJ before I even started streaming on my own channel.
Yeah.
I used to hang out with him over on Rosetta's and Moira's and a couple other streams, and kind of encouraged me a little bit to get out there and start doing my own. And then all the fun times on Name That Tune and Jackbox. Or he'd pop over on my streams and we'd get a little rowdy, and he's like, I'm too high for this shit. I'm out.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh, Jesus.
Of course, I couldn't say the favorite line that we used to say when we were all first hanging out together, because she was in Anso's chat earlier. But there used to be the famous line all the time was, fuck that bitch Tammy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. She said Chris said I was the only name she could remember. That's why she reached out to me. So I appreciate that, and I'm glad that I was able to know JJ for the time that I've known him. Yeah.
Edge of time. What's going on?
How the hell? The thing with JJ is you might have had your ups and downs with him, but at the end of the day, he was always there by you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's a fact. If you were his friend, JJ didn't let nobody come on there and talk shit about you, man. He would defend you.
Yeah. He'd go after
that.
He'd go after him too.
Yeah.
He'd be going.
No. JJ went after Captain Truck for me. He was just like, "Oh yeah,
that happened. That was on the soup, by the way."
Yeah.
Fiasco went down.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
I always have good memories like that. Always.
Well, at least we still have the past live streams. If we want to hear his voice, see his face, hear his words, we can go back and watch him anytime we want.
Yep.
Well, somebody suggested to me I make a clip of funny moments from the soup, but
absolutely,
I have to. I can do that, but I'm gonna have to go through a lot of footage because I got 250 of them, and he was on a lot of them.
Yep, I wanted to do it too, man, but I'm like, I got so much things gotta go through, so I just tried to do the little video that I did.
That was an awesome memorial video you did, Anzo.
Great montage.
Yeah, I went back and checked it out too because I heard about it. It was a great little video you did there, Anzo.
Thank you.
You get that one clip when he just first started, because you seen a younger Jay. It was like a couple years ago. Yeah, I was like,
yeah. I went back to some of the first streams and stuff and clipped some of that stuff out. I was tearing up when I was doing that, man. I was tearing up.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't tease JJ about beating his ass in Tekken no more, and you know, being the first grand champion and shit. Sucks.
Yeah, JJ, you took a hell of a way to get the hell out of a name that tune battle against me.
Yeah.
Because we were supposed to have a one-on-one battle.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, that would have been epic.
We could have had y'all do a versus like Anzo does, and him and Danny.
You know, yeah, that would have been epic, man. I know both of you guys name that tune well. You know what I mean? So, I know your songs. So that
so far, I have not lost a one-on-one battle.
Oh shit! There you go.
Yeah, DJ just cursing me out on the stream last night because I was me and Elihu. We was going at it, and I could not remember that CCC
CCR song.
CR, yeah. I was like, I knew exactly what. DJ's like, you idiots.
I even gave the answer to Elihu so he could sit there and take it to sudden death, and he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the stream. I was trying to not do that. I know JJ didn't like that. So don't look at the stream. Don't look at the stream. Don't give answers. I watched that one stream.
Well, that was the whole reason there was going to be the battle between me and JJ, because it was usually me and him that never looked at the stream. We kept it on private chats, so we wouldn't be tempted to cheat during the game.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. You were planning it, but just that would have been an interesting.
Yeah, I even won a one-on-one battle where they brought in a ringer to try to come after me, Tom Connors.
Oh, you beat Tom? Oh yeah.
And I took him out in the final round. That he was the special guest that was supposed to put me down.
Nice. Very nice.
I thought Chris was going to give it to him when he gave him that second Johnny Cash song, because he kept saying, "I know, only thing I know is country is Johnny Cash." And he kept hitting country. I was like, "Oh crap!" I was like, yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah. All we do now is just keep JJ's memory alive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially when, I know he was really looking forward to the Boba Fett coming out, because I know, and yeah, I know,
and his Bad Batch did so well for Chaos.
I know, and I told him, I said, let's do another one when it comes out. I know it's probably coming out this next summer, but I was like, especially when that comes out, I'm like, I'll be thinking of him. I was like, damn it, JJ, we was gonna do that second season. He did really good. That Bad Batch is as bad as some of those episodes of the show was. His show did really good on that.
Yep. It sure did. I was happy for him. I told him all the time, and I'm like, yo, I'm happy for you, bro. I'm glad your show really took off on there. 1,000 subs, 1,000 views on almost every episode. I'm like, good job. So I hope with all the streams that will happen today, he's up there realizing that we really did appreciate him and love him. You know?
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Exactly.
There'll never be another JJ.
Ever. And he will be missed.
Yeah.
He supported everybody, and like they said, man, he didn't like to see when the community was having all those issues, and he tried to get people back together.
Yeah. He worried about everybody else's stream except his own. He's like, he worried about everybody else's stream. making sure everybody else's channel was up, going, supported, and all that. You know, he's like, oh, my channel will be there when my channel gets there. I don't care if I get monetized. I mean, I hope, you know, I just hope, you know, and then people, he should have been, you know, that's the thing. As many people as he's helped, they should, you know, he should be monetized for all that, you know, just.
Oh, facts. Facts.
Where's the music coming from?
You hear music?
I don't hear music. I just hear a little buzzing noise.
Yeah. It's me.
Oh, that buzzing noise might be my Mac.
Okay.
I don't want to hear a joke from anybody.
LDG's not paying attention, so you're safe.
Yeah.
He's laying down.
Yeah, I hit him hard too, man. You know, hit Yvette hard too.
I remember he got me and Ozzo to cool off one time, and we were arguing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sure did.
He's a great peacemaker. He was.
Yeah.
He was. But you know what? He did, like Ozzo said, he didn't take any shit though. I mean, he wanted peace, but if you were a problem, he would nail you to the wall. He would nail you to the wall if you were the problem. So that was he was fair. You know what's the thing about he was.
And those fucking trolls tried to come into my stream today.
Yeah, I warned a few other people that were streaming afterwards to watch out for them.
Well, yeah,
because that's their MO.
Yeah,
and
and one of them got on my stream, but I think it was like Mecca something, and I asked, I was like, does anybody know this guy? And then Comic said in the chat that I know him. So I thought when he said that, he was giving him like, he's cool, but he ended up messaging me and said, no, I was telling you, don't let him on. I was like, oh shit.
Oh,
so I didn't see that.
Yeah, I heard something right before I got on. I was like, who's? You said something about trolls. I was trying to watch it at work, but I was working and trying to watch. I was watching Tommy's, yours, and then a little bit of Robert's. And I was able to get on there for a few minutes during the break, and I was like, I'd heard something about a troll going in there. I was like, oh shit. But you gotta watch these bastards because they'll change names because that's what they did to me. And some guy put one of my friends' names on there, and I thought it was him, and he popped on there and did that little flash dance on me and that messed up one of my streams in the past. I was like, I told him, I said, listen, I see their face and I know who it is. I'm not putting them on there anymore.
All right.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm the wrong one to fuck with. and then they didn't say it. There was no other comments. So.
Yeah. I shouldn't. I can't believe somebody would get on and do that.
They're fucking idiots.
Oh hell, we had to put up with their shit for months after Admiral Doom died.
I know. I remember. I know. Hated them then, and I hated them now. Fuck you guys. You don't disrespect people like that, man. Just shows what kind of piece of shit you are.
Yeah.
So that's their MO though. You know, that's what they do. They think what they're doing is cute, and it's not. You know.
They'll take clips of it and they'll take it back to their little live stream and they'll play it to their moronic watchers and they'll all giggle and laugh about it.
Absolutely. And I think it's all cute and dandy and shit. And I'm just like, one of these days, man, I'm gonna meet these guys in real life and knock them the fuck out.
Exactly. Well, that's LDG came on my stream. I had a stream like a couple days ago, and it was on and they were, I guess he said the trolls came. Are they following him or something?
They are.
I said I'm a little dinky channel, and we only got 3 people watching. I was like, why in the world are they coming here? I mean, this ain't like John Campia or something. I said I only got like 150 subscribers. I was like, they're not getting out a massive audience. And there was only 3 people watching, so I was like, why would? But I guess he says they tag onto him somehow. I was like, okay, and just started blocking when they hit in there. I was like, it's crazy.
What's up, Edge of Time? How you doing? How you doing, man?
Hello, Edge of Time.
We just here making sure that we honor JJ for the rest of the night, because I think that's what he deserves. You know what I mean? I really think he does. Even though he would be like, you guys don't do this for me and stuff like that, but this is what JJ deserves.
Just a good old randomness stream, like he used to do. Good old randomness.
That's it.
Random at its finest.
Yes, sir. Glad I met him. Glad I met all of you guys. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for him, probably wouldn't have met some of you guys, to be honest with you. So I know I definitely wouldn't have met Jedi Bill, because he was the one that told me, yeah, I'm going over to Jedi Bill's. Come over there. And on the first time I popped in there, all love, And then I met Deej through that too. So
yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. JJ would get a kick out of all these tribute streams.
Yeah, I could see JJ now. I'm humbled, like I'm really humble. Remember when I first put him on the intro, he was like, wow. He was like, I'm humbled, man. Like, I've never really been on an intro like that before, so thank you. I know, I'm part of the show, man. You know what I mean?
Yep, even old Lugnuts is doing a tribute on his sports show tonight.
Nice.
That's good.
He deserves it. He deserves it.
I was proud of Rob too, doing that on his stream also tonight. That was awesome.
Absolutely. Rob's like, he said on the stream, like, I don't really have a big history with JJ, but he streamed with JJ on mine. JJ's been on his channel, and then we played Tekken for like 3 hours one night. We were in a chat room just laughing and talking and having fun. So take care, Dandelion.
Dandelion, take care.
Later, Dandelion.
Facts. Nice.
I was going to ask Dandelion. I know that they're having a lot of flooding over. She lives in Vancouver, I believe, right, in Canada. Yeah. They're having a lot of flooding or something up there, aren't they, or something? That part of Canada. Probably. With some storms or something. I seen something on the news the other day.
I live in Montreal. I don't give a fuck what happens.
I was gonna say, y'all not getting out on y'all side of Canada.
Nah, we got snow. We got snow right now.
Well, they're actually getting like monsoon type of rains. They call it like a 500-year rainstorm, rain or flood or something like that. So
that's crazy.
Some kind of weird weather pattern. It's hitting like that in Seattle and that whole area up there. Yeah, so there's
nearby. Be safe down the line.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah, I was going to ask you that if when you're on one of the streams, if you would okay up there.
It's not a monsoon type rain. It's just Mother Nature's water broke.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they've built a lot of houses has been built since the last one.
and it's peeing all over the worst province in Canada. Vancouver.
Oh, Lord. She's gonna get up. The worst. She's gonna get up now.
I thought the worst was Quebec.
Hey, no, Quebec.
Yeah. Dang. I know Tommy and them. So Tommy and Hans they were talking about they got to meet him and all that. I know we was talking about having some kind of meetup thing here in Florida because he was always wanting to do this Florida man stream. He wanted to do because he was always telling me and Tommy, I want to start this Florida man stream because they always say something about it's got to be a Florida man. When something breaks, when some dumb guy does something bad in the news, it says it must be a Florida guy. So a Florida man. So he's like, yeah, I want to do a Florida man. I said, yeah, we need to meet up one day and do it because I know I live in the middle of the state. Tommy lives in Fort Myers and LEG's in Orlando. And I think there's a few other people who live in Florida here. I know,
it's in Ricky's. And some Ricky's down there in Florida. And there's a whole bunch of you guys could still do it for a tribute to JJ.
I said I was going to give it. I was going to get with LDG and Tommy about that. I said, so we should do that. And I know I get LDG's. I was going to get with LD. If LDG, if you're listening, and get the logo have JJ's face on the logo. It says the Florida Man in Florida Man Club or something. That's what I was wanting.
Just make sure you got a cup of Waffle House coffee sitting where.
Oh, we can do that too. Yeah, exactly.
For
Exactly. LDG could do it. LDG knows how to do all that stuff, so he can make it perfect. Yep.
Oh, well, I'm going to get ready for bed, folks.
All right, Deej. Well, that's good seeing you again. Hey, what? Deej? We'll have to get you back on that tune again. We have to get to, maybe you and Chris go at. Well, Chris does all the songs.
Chris and I are supposed to have a one-on-one battle too.
Oh, okay.
Han's supposed to be getting that together because we're going to take each other on in the Beatles.
Oh, wow. That'd be interesting.
He thinks he knows everything about the Beatles.
I know when I was.
Actually, good one to watch.
I'm glad you wasn't on that one last night because you probably would have killed me, Elihu. Because I could see you were cursing us out on the street.
I was there actually a lot longer than what you guys thought I was. I was pulling my hair out all through the first round too.
I know some of the songs. I was like, damn, I could not think of the song, and then I was like, damn, I knew that Clearwater Revival. I knew the damn name. I just couldn't think of the song. I thought Elihu would know it. I was like, oh, he's got to know this song because he's like, nope, I don't know it. That's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna go to bed. I think maybe I'm going to attempt another stream tomorrow. We'll see.
Have a good night, Deej.
Deej, have a good bro. I'll pop in if I'm at work. I'll pop in and say hi. It's on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Anzo, on this new job I got, I have to watch y'all at work. I have to put my phone up there and I'll be watching the cleaning and stuff on the chaos list and the Danny and Chris's show. And I was like,
what are your hours?
2 to 10:30, or 2 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was watching. I was sort of watching. I was cleaning and I had the phone up, and I was watching Tommy's, and then I seen yours was coming on. I put yours up there, and then Rob's was coming on. I just got home when he was just finishing off, and when I got home, I was like, well, I was like, damn, I was going to try to pop on his, but I was like, listen. That's why I popped on yours real quick. I went for LDG's thing. I popped on it real quick because I was like, if I don't, everybody be done with it by the time I get home. So.
Right. Well, I think Rob ended these because you know how Rob is with people that he don't know on this channel. Understandable.
Yeah.
He still did it, so I respect him for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how did y'all's well, this sort of off topic, but how did y'all's who won the football thing this week with you and Chris and Danny?
I'm not sure yet, but I think Danny did pretty good.
Danny get it?
Possible.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of games this way. What happened to your fucking Tampa Bay, bro?
They barely won. It's called winning at the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like Alabama did against Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
Have you gave up on Pittsburgh yet, or you still think there's a glimmer of hope?
I never give up on my team.
You give up on.
Mm-mm.
I think
Pittsburgh will bounce back.
Big Ben's got to go after this year.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Get Aaron Rodgers in there. I'm good.
Yeah. I know he may not leave one or leave Green Bay. I don't know. They're fire. I don't know. I think they're going to be the one to beat. Green Bay's going to be the one to beat on that. I know you got the Cardinals in there, but I think Green Bay might be the one to beat this year.
Could be right.
I think New Orleans is done. New Orleans ain't going to come back. Arizona might. You never know. The Rams sure fell apart. I know that.
It was praising the Rams until the last couple of weeks.
They've looked terrible. And look at New England. Look where New England's came out of the blue. So you never. I thought Buffalo would just ride that division, and New England's already tearing up.
It's going to be a New England and Tom Brady Super Bowl. Watch.
Could be.
And Tom Brady's going to lose to New England.
Oh God, that would be Belichick. I hear that evil laugh of Belichick right now.
Didn't they beat Tampa Bay when they played this year?
No, Tampa beat them in it was the last
few minutes, right?
Yeah, last few minutes with a field goal. Yeah, it was close. But then New England, I think New England could have, and they missed it or something. Missed the field goal. So it was Tom Brady's chance to beat every team in the NFL. He had that if he barely beat them. That was a nasty game. It was raining. It was wet and raining up there in New England. He just played like garbage.
He didn't play very well yesterday either, though.
He doesn't play good. That's a dome, right? It's in New England, not in the Colts play. He doesn't play good in domes for some reason. Every time he goes to New Orleans, he does not play good. He doesn't play good in domes. Yep. But if they can get healthy again, they get all the guys back. I know. I think AB's still out. I know Gronk just got back. So they can get healthy. I mean,
those guys should be retired.
Facts.
Yeah. I'm a Bronco fan since '77.
Yeah. Broncos was a good team. Hated them.
They're okay right now. Yeah.
Elway was in there.
Next up are the Chiefs.
Yeah, you guys had a good win this week. Broncos had a good win this week. I didn't pick
them. They beat the Chargers.
Chiefs are just weird. They play good one week and next week they look like trash. I don't know. They're just kind of.
Chiefs are weird.
They're all over the place. What's going on?
Hey, Kiwi Chow. What's up, man?
Kiwi Chow. Yeah.
That's right. Rest in peace, JJ.
Yeah. JJ be right now saying, we ain't talking no NFL, we're talking about some Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't think he liked football at all. I don't think he lived right there with the Jaguars, but I wouldn't like football too if I lived at the roof of the Jaguars.
For real.
Oh, Lord. Trevor Lawrence realized it ain't as easy as it is in college. He got that first loss. He was crying, and he's like, "Well, here comes loss number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5."
He never lost a game in college, and now he's losing left and right.
Or high school either. He was undefeated in high school too.
Oh, high school too.
Yeah, he was big dog in high school. Let's see what it is. Go Cowboys! Oh, can you fan his on the chat? Yeah, the Cowboys are not mentioned in this chat. No, that's all right. That's all right. We can do that tonight. Let's say go Titans. Okay, that's better. Okay, fuck the Patriots. I can handle that. If you go Cowboys.
Fuck Tampa Bay.
Fuck Tampa Bay.
Fuck Tom Brady. You think I don't see all your stupid posts, Jason?
Huh?
Think I don't see all your stupid Tom Brady posts that you be posting all the time? I see that fucking stupid Tom. Hey, man. I was never really a fan of Tom Brady. He is the GOAT, but I don't want to see him win anymore. I'm done watching Tom Brady fucking win the Super Bowl.
To the Patriot, Mac Jones is going to be good for. Yeah, Mac Jones is good. He for a rookie, he's played a pretty good year.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be. I mean, if they don't do it this year, they will be something to worry about in the next few years. I mean, they
got a young enough team that they can build around some guys.
Yeah.
And then Belichick can prove that it was him and not Brady.
Yeah. Pittsburgh's going to have to get one next year. They're going to have to get a quarterback next year. We're
going to need one. I think we need one this year, but I wanted to give Ben, that one last year, but now I'm just like,
yeah.
But we also got a lot of injuries this year too, so you know what I mean. Juju Smith is out. They proved in and out, but they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. It's like I don't even see who played. Seattle played tonight, I believe. Did they win or who won?
Oh, Seattle lost to Washington.
Wow, Seattle they've been terrible this year. I know for the injuries and all that, but that Washington team, that's another team. They destroyed Tampa. I was a little upset about that game. And then they'll turn around and just look like trash. Look like trash. Oh, the Cowboys the same way. The Cowboys are like they I don't know. They play like the Cowboys. They do good and then they start playing like trash.
December time pops around and Cowboys lose.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Oh, I was going to tell you because I know when I was streaming, I finally got to see that He-Man show that y'all watched. The two seasons. I saw the first is it season or just parts? Part 1 and part 2?
Yeah, part 1 and part 2.
Part 2.
And what'd you think?
I liked it. It was not bad. I mean, there were certain things that I can see where y'all were talking about. They throw a couple things in there, but it was not bad. Are they going to make a third one, right? Or
I hope not.
You think it just ended off right there?
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be 3 parts, but I think it's only 2. But yeah, I don't want to see no more of that because that last part too. I liked the first part. The first part was okay, but that last part was.
Yeah, well, the next one's going to bring She-Ra in and all the other stuff. Yeah, the way it ended, it was like okay. So Skeletor is going to be they put that stuff in him, so it's like okay,
right.
Yeah, I saw that Cowboy Bebop show on Netflix.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that was not bad. The way it ended though was I didn't know nothing about it, so I hadn't never read the comic. The comic. Oh, did you watch the whole? You didn't watch the whole thing yet?
No, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
I think I watched the first 2 episodes. Well, I had it on, but I fell asleep after the first 2 episodes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I binged it in 2 days. I was like, that's kind of they're like hour episodes too. They're not pretty long, 10 episodes. I won't get into it since you haven't seen the whole thing. The ending sort of I didn't know nothing about the story, but most of the episodes were really good. I mean, I was like, wow, I'm sort of interesting. I seen there was a Netflix animated series on there, so I was like, well, I might have to check that out too.
Kevin Hart has a good one on there.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, called True Stories. Really good. With him and Wesley Snipes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just checking. Everybody kept talking about it. I was like, let me check this thing out. I was like, I'd see what it's about and all that. Did you get your Spider-Man tickets yet?
Nah, I can't go to Spider-Man. Not vaccinated.
Oh, yeah, okay. I hear like nobody can get them here. They just like crash the systems. It's been crashing or something on them here. So
that's what I heard too. I was on MSK stream last night, and Mike was trying to get one for like 2 hours.
Do you know what's going to suck? That movie is going to come out 2 days in Europe and somewhere else before it hits us. So everybody's going to know what happened before everybody gets to see it. So it's going to be all over the place.
Then I might have chance to watch it on Onzo Vision.
Onzo Vision, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Onzo. Well, remember that fight's coming up too. I showed you with Tyson and all that, man. We got definitely have that on Onzo Vision.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to see Tyson whoop his ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Oh man.
Me too, brother.
Is it getting cold up there? It's starting to get cold up there?
Yep.
We're getting let's see where we're at. I mean, I know this ain't cold for y'all, but this is cold for Florida. I mean, we're supposed to get it 44 tonight. I know I know that's not cold for y'all, but for here it's pretty cold. Pretty cold for this area.
No, the last time I told Danny it was like 26 here. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it was a lot colder this week.
Yeah. Only thing bad about here, if it gets in the 30s here, it ain't really the cold. The plants around here, the plants and trees do not like it that cold, and then you have leaves all over the place, and a lot of these tropical plants like the mangoes and stuff around here, it could either kill them or just it makes a freaking mess in the yard. So it's not that really fun, because I know up there you got the trees y'all have up there used to that freeze temperature, but these trees, man, there's a little bit of cold snap like that, it fucks them up, man, bad.
Yeah, same here. Our trees don't like it either.
Yeah. What's going on? Chill.
What's up?
Hello, enter River to Jill.
Yeah, we're talking about JJ and our memories. We're just talking a little bit of different weather and stuff here, but yeah, been talking about JJ and memories and all the good stuff, memories we had.
Yeah.
Darius, you don't want to come on?
I think everybody's really tired.
Yeah.
The weight of the day is really heavy.
It's been a rough one.
Yeah.
For everybody, so.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Crappy Monday.
Yeah. Yeah. I know JJ just got his car. I know he had the car issue. And I think he just got it fixed too, and all that. A couple weeks.
Yeah.
You sure did.
It's the only thing I hate about the holidays sometimes. So holidays. Something seems like always happens. It just puts the holidays down. I know one year my grandmother died right down during Thanksgiving, and it just and then it makes the whole it's not you just don't get you don't have that you can't get that cheer anymore. I know our one of my good friends, his father was last Thanksgiving. The Thanksgiving Eve he went out. They were at the house making Thanksgiving dinner and all that, and he went out to go to Dollar General just to go get some stuff, and drove across the street. Guy plowed into him, head-on collision.
Oh, shit.
I mean, on Thanksgiving Eve. So I mean, it was a very sad situation. I mean, because I've known them a long time and all that, and it's just like. God, it's like, I know he was like blaming himself, and I sent my dad out to get something while I'm here cooking, and my dad didn't come back. It's just can't even. I couldn't imagine. I mean, just having that. And he's like blaming him. He was like blaming himself for it. It's like, that's where you never know. It's like I tell these kids. I tell my kids sometimes. I said I might not make it back home from work. You never know. You gotta I said you can't or your mom, when your mom goes out and does, you never know. I mean, there's a lot of things happen like that. Absolutely. I know my wife. We were born in Spain, and her father he worked at a hotel. Went to work, and over there in Spain, they got the old timey elevators. I guess it was on the side of the buildings. It was like a cage that looks like a cage. It's old timey ones. Well, I guess the thing broke or something, and it collapsed. It fell and collapsed in, and pretty much trapped him in there. And they had. She was real young. She always told my kids this, and she was like 5, and her sister was like 3 at the time. And what happened? They just got over this. They left Cuba, and they her mom and her dad, they went to Spain, and so our family, she had no family over there. So they started there till they could come over to the United States. And they called her mom, says, "Hey, you need to come to your husband's dying. You need to come to the hotel. He's trapped. Once we move him, he's more likely they're going to die because he was in that situation." And they were able. She went down there. They were able to get him to the hospital. I know my wife says she could see. Well, she was like 4 or 5 years old, so she could see it through the window, but they wouldn't let her see. And they could see her dad. And he passed away right there, and in front of him. So I said, he just. You never know. I mean,
absolutely.
Things happen all the time, so it's just got to be thankful every day and and stuff.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
Let's
see. Maybe in a bit I was getting a headache. Yeah, brother. But we're just hanging out, man. I mean, it's
just continuing to honor JJ.
Yeah, we're just hanging out, talking, friends, and friends of the community. That's one big family. That's what we are. One big family.
Thanks.
I didn't know him very well, but he was always very sweet, and just watched a new hope for him going to watch the rest of the trilogy. Yeah, that's the thing. Every time I watch a Star Wars thing, I'll think of him. That's the thing about him.
Absolutely.
Except for he'd tell you it was always called Star Wars, not the other thing. The New Hope, yeah. I've only known it as Star Wars. Yeah.
He's got the original cut.
Yep.
He showed me one time. He showed me his collection. He gave all his collection to his granddaughter, I believe. He told me, but he showed it on one stream I was on there with him. He was like, he had all the original ones, and I was like, wow. He had some from the 80s and stuff, and I was like, wow. Yeah. That's. I feel for her, for his granddaughter, and that she's the one,
suffering. Yeah, she was suffering.
Yeah. I'm sure. I think Han probably will be able to tell us when they're going to have the services and stuff. Probably towards the end of the week. I'm assuming. Yeah. Because they'll probably do an autopsy and all that, what happened. I mean, I heard bits and pieces what they were saying, that I guess he possibly might have fell, or you might have had could have been his diabetes, could have been his heart, or his thing. And he fell, and that's the thing. And he's what he was telling me. He says, MLDG was telling me something. You fall over, and if nobody's there to help you, that's there's no way to get up or anything.
Yeah. And no telling really what 100% happened, so.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yes. Gave him comfort to do his own lunch. He said, "If I can do it, you can do it." Yeah, Darius. I mean, that's what I remember.
Me too.
He told me to come to your stream that time. That's how I met you and all that. It was, he was a real good. He was a good teacher. He was like I said, he was like I looked at him as like I mean, I said a big brother, a father, or a big brother, but it's sort of like I looked at him sort of like a big brother, like he helped me on different things. Now, like the Nimdroid and Austinator, I know they're really young, so he probably was like a father figure to him, the way he helped them out and all that. But yeah, he was like a big brother, like sort of like a big brother to me. Like some of the stuff we talked about, and just different things. A mentor, a mentor, yeah. But yeah, I know, but that's there's like a mentor. But yeah, to me, I mean, we talked more than Star Wars and stuff because we was talking about our health and different things. So it's sort of like he was like I said, like a big brother thing.
I remember I can't remember what stream I was doing or whatever, but JJ really made sure he was like, yeah, Darius is doing his first stream. I gotta make sure I'm there, and he made sure he was there on your first stream, man. So that's the type of person he was. If he gave you his word.
He was popping. I remember that one. He was on your stream, then he'd be popped on the Tommy stream. He says he had like a schedule, man. He was like, I got to be on here by then. I got to do my live stream. I got to do my live stream here. Boom, boom. I mean, watching him, he was like, he was flip flopping the channels. JJ was like flip flopping the channels on the YouTube.
Yeah, for real. For real. He made sure he kept to whatever he had to do. He stuck to it,
Yeah, he said he was going to be there. He was there. Unless he, unless he was
like
not feeling good. And I seen him on there and wasn't feeling good either. He was still made the show.
Facts.
Jill, the movie I'm going to watch for JJ Xanadu. Yeah, he liked that. He liked that show. He liked that movie.
Which one?
Xanadu.
Oh.
Guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
But great music.
Yeah. Tommy always aggravated him about it. But yeah, he's like, yeah, dude, look at my collection. He showed me. He had 2 copies of it in his collection.
So.
Was JJ? He was on OOC this week though, right? What was it last? Yeah. Was that his last stream that he did?
No, Jedi said he was on his stream list.
He was on Jedi's right after.
Yeah, last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday. Okay. So my stream and then Jedi's stream.
So
Wednesday was the last day he streamed.
Okay. So yeah, nothing on Thursday. So.
I think he might have been on my show for last.
Yeah, it was your show last. If it was the soup, it was after mine. So
yeah.
Well, I know he said that he was supposed to go. If he was doing Thanksgiving with friends, but they were doing it Saturday. So that's what I know. I know when you said that when they were trying to figure out when we passed. But and then they say Chris tried to call him, I think, for like 3 days, and he never, heard anything. So, so I know when his roommates were gone for Thanksgiving too. So,
that's probably why, no one found him until a few days later. So no.
Till he got back.
Yeah.
Till he got back. Yeah, if it was like I know that I know he was on insulin and stuff, and I was on it for a little bit when I first had my situation, and it was pretty much like if he fell and nobody was there, you pretty much you couldn't get yourself up or anything. I like that. I like that chair though. They who was it showed that chair he made? You see that that Star Wars chair?
No,
it was somebody. It might have been on Tommy's stream. Jedi. Who was it had that picture of JJ's chair? Was it on Tommy's stream?
Yeah, I think that was on Tommy's stream.
Okay. He made his own streaming chair. It's sort of like it was a Star Wars chair. Had the controllers and stuff on. It looked like you're in a cockpit.
Okay, yeah.
Cockpit or thing.
With the X-wing.
X-wing, yeah.
because he said he used to play that Star Wars game, and he used to use those controllers. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a little bit. He was good at that Tekken, wasn't he? That
He was good.
he was.
I thought I was gonna whoop his ass when he first came on. I'm like, yeah, JJ don't know about no Tekken. What the hell JJ know about Tekken? Oh, that's smoking.
Oh yes.
And I think he beat me like the first 5 games, and I'm like, you know me, I got to make my excuses. Oh, JJ, I haven't played the game in a long time, and that's the only reason why, you know. So,
yeah. Yep. Lord.
Just supposed to show you how short fucking life is, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yep. Yep. Life's here one day and you're gone the next.
Gone the next. Yep.
Yep. You don't have to. I know the day you don't have to be. Everybody say, "Oh, you have to be 99, 100." No, I've seen so many people my age. I've seen so many of my friends.
Sometimes I tweet. Sometimes I retweet.
Sometimes I don't.
I always love that. What's his other phrases? I'm here, a little bit here, a little bit of nowhere.
You can find me a little bit here,
a little bit of nowhere. Oh, that's a classic, man. Oh man.
Stop worrying about me, you fuckers. I'm high as fuck.
You know, I'm high as fuck right now.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. He's probably got a big one up there upstairs, man, right now, smoking it away, right?
For real. You're probably sitting in a pile in a garden with pure weed plants.
Yep. He said all y'all just looking streaming on a little television screen, and I got the big HD 8K or 10K, probably he's got the 12K screen up here looking at y'all.
All the best weed he's smoking.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Never expect that, though. Never expect that.
He lived a life.
Yeah.
49 years is a long time.
Still kind of young, though, but...
Yeah. Just makes you appreciate our time. Our time's so little. We're so very fragile, and the moments that we shared online have we're here to cherish. You know.
Yep.
And it's all right there. He lived his digital print.
Footprint.
Yeah.
I said, if anybody, you go to his channel, watch his videos, and enjoy. Show your respects.
And he was on many of the soups, as I said earlier.
The chaos list, so you have all those. You always find something where you could go and watch JJ. I'm glad for that,
Yeah. Anybody,
We all did, Darius. We all appreciated JJ and what a great, outstanding guy he was. A big part of the community here. Brought so many of us together.
That is correct. That's correct.
So, Andre, y'all doing another versus this week, this Friday?
Oh, fuck, I'm supposed to do it against Yellow, but I'm not really sure.
Danny still undefeated, or they got somebody on him now?
No, Danny's undefeated.
I try to get G Major to challenge him. I said, challenge him, G Major. I said, I know G got some pretty good streams there. I say, I know when he's doing his streaming there.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you gotta challenge Danny, man. You get some of them hot tunes in there, man. You can take Danny on.
Yeah, he probably could.
Mm-hmm. Be a good stream.
Yeah. Danny said he retiring though.
He retired.
Yeah. I think he's gonna retire the champ 3-0. You can't retire, bro. I didn't even get my rematch yet.
Oh. He said, you got to tell him he's got to take all those family members out of the voting.
For real.
Paying for votes there.
Mm-hmm. His daughter, his kids, his wife, everybody vote for Danny. I'm like, oh, that's how you doing it.
That was a good stream both of y'all did. The aggravate what YouTube did, y'all, but it was a damn good stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube did the same thing to Danny when we were doing our digging in the crates show. Did the same fucking thing.
Again?
Yeah. Cut him off, and then I think he got a warning for it, but I gave him a little thing that he can contest the warning, and it'll get taken off because mine got taken off. So.
How does those streams that does music get away with it? That's what I always want to know.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I wish I knew, but I have no
I don't know. I see some of these. I'm like, how the hell did they do that? And I mean, y'all were getting down to where y'all doing 30-second clips or 20-second clips, and they're still dinging y'all. I'm like, how are they playing full? They playing full songs and stuff.
Yep. Commentating to full songs and shit. No issues. YouTube sucks sometimes.
Yep.
When's the next soup, Jedi?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? So
Yep.
I'll try and pop on.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
That'll be 9 p.m. Mountain. That's 12 a.m. Central, I believe.
How are the subs going, Jedi?
I'm at 550 currently.
Oh, shit, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad for you.
Doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm. You will be monetized in no time, brother.
I'm just having a blast. What I do.
No, that's what it's about. But if you can get monetized and make a little dough off of it too, do that.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's all about fun too. I don't fucking get a shitload of super chats, but you know, it's good to have it if anybody wants to.
Yeah. That one stream you did pretty good on the one you did like a month ago, didn't you, Anzo?
Which one, the versus?
The one you got pretty good some good subs on that one, right?
Yeah. Every time I do one, I get pretty good subs, so that's good. I just want to continue to do them, and hopefully I can pick up more subs. But
Is Berto, he's he doing his show anymore, or is he gonna? I know he was.
I don't know. He said it was, you know, is taking a little time from him and his wife, so
family, yeah.
So he's just being careful. He said he will be back, but he's just not sure when.
Okay. I know he asked me if I wanted to be on the show. That I know. Actually, JJ was on one of his shows. So that's another thing. If anybody, I think,
Right.
yes, anybody wants to check that out. That was I remember. I think that was a show. I think you texted me, but I was out of town or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then JJ did it. JJ did it on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
JJ was on that show for that.
So that's and I think that was so anybody watch Trendy Mindy's channel and see JJ on there because he was on one of the, and I think I'm gonna have to go back and watch that again because I think JJ pretty much told his whole life story and everything on there and all that. So that's a good if anybody wants to check that out, that's probably a really good in detail,
right.
in detail, JJ and his life and all the situations he's been in and all that. So that's probably something really. I'm gonna have to go back and check that out again.
Absolutely. Should be fun, So I'm gonna watch it again too.
Yeah.
I believe I was on a stream when he was doing it. Yeah, because on Chris's stream, Rob or something, so I didn't really get to watch it. But I'm definitely gonna watch it. Get a good perspective of JJ. Her cat.
Yeah, that's my cat.
Oh,
that's a cat.
Crazy.
Let me see something real quick. One second. Let me see. I'm seeing it. See, Trendy. So here. Let's see which one it was. Let me see. Yeah, he did three. He did one with Bruto did you, Chris, and JJ. I think it's I think it's the third one. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, that's yours. Okay. Oh yeah, right there. It's the third one.
The third one.
Yeah. Let me see somewhere. I can put it. You think Roberto mind if I put it in here? I could put it in here. I don't think.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. I don't think it'll. Let me see. Let me see. Share.
Yeah, I just I put a link backstage here.
For your backstage?
No, for a soup that where JJ when I met JJ for the first time in
okay, cool.
Okay, let me see.
Got a lot of footage of him too.
Okay, let me see. Let me see if I got it.
Welcome to F, the Ego, with myself, Roberto, aka Trendy Mendy, coming with the, I believe, the fourth edition, or possibly the third edition.
Freezing up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, stupid internet.
Put the link in the private chat. I'll share it.
Let's see.
Today I have a very special guest, Mr. JJ. I think we're going to hit basically the ego in relationships. At least me, myself, I'm going to deal with egos in relationships because they're there. Everybody knows.
Here, let me do it. All right. My internet's not doing the best.
They're there, so we deal with them how we may.
Copy and paste it, and I'll post it, and you can share my link.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let me get mine out. Let me take it out.
There you go. You guys can hear it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
All right, perfect. And guys, anybody in the chat, check out Trendy Mindy's channel here. Trying to get him monetized also.
Yeah, or at least even to 100. So
Get him 100, yeah. So guys, we got. Let's break him over 100 tonight, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Did we put the link out in the chat?
Yeah, I believe you can.
What's good, people? What's good, people? Welcome to F, the Ego, with myself, Roberto, aka Trendy Mendy, coming with the, I believe, the fourth edition, or possibly the third edition. Today I have a very special guest, Mr. JJ. I think we're going to hit basically the ego in relationships. At least me, myself, I'm going to deal with egos in relationships because they're there. Everybody knows they're there. We deal with them how we may. More times than not, it's the demise to a relationship because, again, if you have your ego involved, you're not giving in to the truth. You're not giving in to anything. You basically convince yourself that, you know, you're right, the other person's wrong, and that's it. There's nothing else about it. But, you know, there's consequences to that way of thinking. And more times than not, the consequences aren't good. And not to sound repetitive, but it basically happened to me. And it was a good thing, you know. I knew it was there. It's something that's a part of you. You can't really, you know, just say F your ego and it's instantly gone. It takes time because it's been in your, you know, it's been up with you for a long time. And it's not going to be an instant change. So that being said, you know, now that I like to think I'm a better man and my other half thinks I'm a better man too. And that's the start. So that being said, I think I'm going to bring in my guest, JJ. And we're going to see how it goes from there.
What is up, Roberto? How you doing?
Not too bad, JJ. How you doing?
I could be better, but, you know, we were talking a little bit about that backstage. But, you know, all in all, you know, with the craziness going out in the world, I truly cannot complain. I'm just content. I keep tucked away. Nothing bothers me. Even some good news. I'm about to upload some pictures. I don't know if you knew or not, but almost 2 months ago, I wrecked my car. Got a car wreck.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, but everybody was okay. It was all fine. All the damage was cosmetic. Well, 95% of it was cosmetic. I got to buy a new radiator, but the work is progressing on my car, so I should be having it back soon. So yeah, man, I truly I can't complain. You know, there's drama out there. You know, there's always drama out there, but I steer clear of it.
You know, drama is there like big time, and
yeah,
you know, you try and stay clear of it, but again, it's always there. Even in the case of your ego, because you know, like you try and put your ego aside, you try and be a bigger, better person, try and change yourself, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you start looking at the people around you, and they're not necessarily doing anything. In fact, they're just trying to push you to the point of where that's going to be you forever. Because if you don't, you're not feeling good about yourself, you know? So what do you do at that point? Do you get rid of the people that are bringing that kind of thought out in you?
Yes. I've
stopped in a relationship, JJ.
Well, see, it's funny that you asked that, because in 2018, me and my ex-wife got our divorce, and we were together for 20 years. You know, that's a hard relationship to get out of, to the fact that even now it's 2021, I'm still putting myself back together from it. It caused me to have a heart attack, but in good, I found out more things about myself. You know, I had a heart condition and whatnot, but I still live my life day by day like I'm still married. I have a hard time looking at women. I have a hard time talking to women. It's like the loyal little JJ, you know. I'm like a lost puppy dog, but still I keep to my loyalty, and for what reason I really don't know.
So I was going to say, loyalty to who? To yourself?
To my ex.
Is your
ex
moved on? Is she with somebody else?
She was married for a little over a year and a half. You know, we got divorced. Not even a year later, she got remarried, but it didn't work out because he was controlling. Mm-hmm. Okay, you know, you shouldn't wear this, you shouldn't wear that, you should look like this, you should look like that. And she's like, I ain't digging that. You know, because we live in Florida. You ain't gonna tell us shit like that. No. No. There are people that do live in Florida that are that way, but I'm talking about Florida women, most of them, you ain't gonna tell me how I'm gonna look. I'm gonna do what I want.
I'm laughing because I myself have sometimes done that with my wife. You know, I try and control myself. I don't do it as much as I used to. I don't know if it's an insecurity or I don't know what it is. But I'm glad I'm not in Florida, because up here we got to dress up real tight.
Well, see, I ain't got no problem with it personally. I don't. Yeah. I like looking fly like any other person does, but it's not important to me. I love and that's the thing. I love women, man. Women are like a work of art.
You and me both.
You know,
I love women.
I don't care.
Much. I had 2 girls.
Sweet. Awesome. Now, I don't have no kids myself. I've got 2 wonderful stepchildren, both former military. I've got a gorgeous 11, almost 12-year-old granddaughter. You know, because, you know, we got a lot of bad stuff going around. I'm going to tell you what, you can always find the gold in the cloud if you look hard enough. You know what I'm saying? Patience is a big virtue. Just because you want it now doesn't mean you're going to get it now. You know, be patient. You'll get it. Mm-hmm. You know, especially if you want to put the work forth to get it, it'll come to you. You just got to be patient. And that's how I live my life. So I'm a little old school, but I'm not going around asking people this like it matters. But, you know, it's like, remember back in the 60s and 70s, hey, what's your sign? What's your sign? Everybody's asking, what's your sign? Well, mine is a Libra. I'm a scale. I love to keep balance. I just keep balance. You throw my balance out of whack, that's the side you don't want to see. If Bonzo's still in the chat and if he's listening, you know, he did that because someone came railing at Bonzo one night. And I did a live stream the next day when I found out about it. I was like, bring that motherfucker to me now.
There goes my PG rating.
My apologies, Roberto.
Right, JJ. I didn't give you the heads up because look,
no,
this
it's
show
cool.
is about relationships, so this might be a little beyond PG because I don't know if kids are really dealing with this stuff in a relationship.
My apologies. Yeah, my apologies. But you know, I stood up for him. You know, and to me, loyalty is a lot of things. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. You can put everything either way into a relationship. You got your loyalty. I was almost, you know, we ain't perfect, and none of us perfect, but I was almost the perfect husband. I never lied to her. I never cheated on her. I didn't lay my hands on her. You know, I didn't try to direct her. I didn't try to tell her what to do, what she needed to do. All I gave her was mere suggestions. You know, if you try this, this might help. You know, it's up to her if she wants to take them or not. But relationships, man, that's the only one I can talk about.
Never got in the way
of
your relationship?
No.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what was the demise?
I still currently don't know 100%.
So she ended it?
Yeah, she ended it. Yeah. Okay. Both. I've been married twice, and they were both my ex-wives ended it.
Do you think
the first one,
nice guy syndrome?
Not really. Because you know, if you make me mad, I'm talking truly make me mad. I'm not a nice guy, but still, I'm not going to unload on a woman. You know, calling her a B and a C and all this other bad stuff. You know that names come out. It's just, yo, why are you doing this? There's no real logical reason. Check it out. My first wife, man, I did something one day. You know, I left the garbage alone. Okay. She let that thing pile up for 3 or 4 days. And I just walked in one day. I said, are you ever going to take out the garbage? You know, we got in an argument over that. Like she wasn't supposed to. Like she wasn't supposed to. I was like, just because I take the garbage out every day, don't make it my job. This is a team effort. Mm-hmm. I was mad about that. You know, just stupid stuff. But still, you know, when you're trying to keep your house clean and presentable, you know, it takes a team effort to do that. My ex-wife, the one I just got divorced from, we kept a spotless place because that's what she did. She kept it clean. She kept it nice. That was her doing. I had no say so in that. But we just live in a different time now. Women aren't the same anymore.
Well,
it makes relationships difficult.
There's two people in anything, right? So I used to say that too. Like, you know, when I was separated from my wife in that 2.5 years, relationships weren't really happening. And, you know, I was saying, damn, what's wrong with women today? But then, you know, at some point I stopped and said, maybe it's me. Maybe I think I'm better than I actually am. I know I have faults, but if I don't admit them and I constantly battle them when they're addressed, is that my ego? I like to think so. Because there's a thing called constructive criticism, right? And I'd like to think constructive criticism is somebody giving you advice and having nothing to gain from it. And they're in a position where, you know, their advice can be constructive because they've been there before. Mm-hmm. Anybody else, I don't know their intentions, but I mean, if it's your wife or your girlfriend or your parents or someone who loves you, like I tell my kids, I'm doing this because I feel it's my duty, not because I'm trying to control you, you know?
Right.
And that, again, I find is ego-based.
Well, I guess I do have an ego, but it's not nothing that's ever been noticed because, you know, there's been, I say I don't have one because, you know, if it ever happened, I don't remember it because, most of the time, believe it or not, any argument that I've ever had with somebody was over legitimate dumbness, for real, childish argument. Like I said, I'm a little puppy dog, man. My girlfriends, my 2 wives, everything. I was loyal. I didn't do all the bad things you hear men doing, to wives, because I was brought up that way. Respect your partner, So
wrong with that. I mean,
no, I'm a true Southern gentleman.
but some women don't like that shit, JJ.
I know that
right now.
I've got more female friends than any one guy should have because I am too nice. I'm too respectable.
Does that? I mean, I don't mean to laugh, but it doesn't sound right, does it?
No, it don't. I'll treat a woman exactly the way she wants to be treated, but in return, I get the friend zone. Okay. It don't bother me. It don't bother me. Because like I said, I'm a patient man.
Stuff like this should be saved for late night game changers, but we ain't really doing that show anymore. So I'm glad you're bringing this shit up, JJ, because, my wife's a psychologist. And it's I don't know if there's any men out there who are married or dating psychologists, but if you're dating a plumber and you're trying to correct a plumbing issue in your household, trust me, it's going to be very difficult. So you can see where I'm going with this, right?
Right.
I don't have a degree. I went as far as high school. I like to think I have life knowledge, but what keeps me grounded is the values you mentioned: respect, decency, honor. And when you find there is so little bit of that around you, you change. Because it used to be in abundance when we were younger. It used to be in abundance. Now, everything is questioned and challenged. And again, I want everything to more or less reflect around the basis of the show, which is your ego. It's really hard to battle it now. Because, life has changed a lot, JJ. We're in around the same age group, so we can honestly say that life has changed a lot.
Oh, very much so. But
and the internet is something that no other generation had a touch on, like ours.
Exactly. And you talking about egos, man. Just one case in point. I never in my life have I ever sat and thought that I am better than somebody else. Ever.
When it came to sports, I always thought like that. It's the only way you could succeed. Only sports.
No. You can do that without thinking you're better than somebody. You just go out and do what you love.
But it depends where you want to get, right? Like, again, you're right to an extent, JJ. And I just want to touch on it because I might forget. When my daughter was playing soccer, she was playing double letter soccer, and she was excelling. Okay. But she didn't like the pressure of it. She didn't like the way the coach dealt with her in situations. So I told her, when you're playing double letters, in order for you to bring out the best in you, the coach has to do these things. If you want to play for fun, then you play inner city, where everybody just plays fun with no expectations. But when you're playing that high caliber, that's the way it is. And you can't change it. It's either you accept it or you don't. And I played high caliber, so that's the mentality I had to have, because, being an Afro-Canadian, I'm going to use that terminology.
Weird.
It sounds weird, eh?
Yeah.
Weird. I got to use it, JJ. I got to use it. But being a black guy in a so-called white man sport, I was always told that I have to do, 10 times more. I have to be 10 times better. I have to try 10 times harder. So rather than keep that in my head, that 10 times, those multiples, I used to tell myself that I'm better than all these guys. And if I don't make it, it's because they don't like me. It's not because I'm not better.
Okay, I understand your reasoning behind that. I understand your reasoning behind that, but if you truly love playing the game. Now, I'm not a sports guy at all. I dislike sports, but to me, it's just like with anything in life. If you truly love playing the game, okay, you get out there and you do what your coach tells you. You know how you instructed you do that, but just play the game like you love it. You know, that's where I'm going with that. Coaches are there for a reason, okay, to succeed, to guide you, to win, that's all great. But when you're out there just playing the game that you love to play, just do it that way. Follow your instructions. Yes, listen, learn, but keep doing it because
I love the game, mind you. I loved it so much so.
My Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Please.
No, go ahead, JJ. Go ahead. I had my.
No. It's just I got my granddaughter. She's an accomplished dancer. That's what she wants to do for a living. She's very good at it, and she's getting better every day. Because she's going to be in one of our versions of the Nutcracker.
Nice.
And she was last year also. She's that good to get on stage and perform, and she does it because she loves it. She doesn't feel the pressures yet. She's doing it because she loves it. Mm-hmm. But I told her, I said, as long as you keep doing what you love to do, you will go far. And that's what she's doing. She's just listening to the music. She's going. She's being taught. She's trying it. She's doing it. And I put that towards everything. Doesn't matter if you're a football player, if you're a teacher, if you're president of the United States. It does not matter. If it's something you love doing, do it. Do it like you love it. There shouldn't be all the pressures of being better than anybody. You're doing something you love to do. Now, I understand if you want to make something out of it.
Self-inflicted. Yeah. If it's coming from somebody else, that's a different whole different ball.
Yeah, I understand. Yes, but there's nothing doing what you love and being out there and loving it while you're doing it. But also, you got to, in sports, you got to follow directions. You got to follow. There's plans and game plans to follow. There's the coach's directions. There is some learning and doing it and training to do it. But still, get out there, throw that ball, run them yards. Do it because you love it.
But you see,
you can't mess up like that.
Michael Jordan used to invent trash talk being said to him by other players to elevate his game. Like for these people who want to get to the next level, you have these like alter egos that you create.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I see that it's not necessarily the same as I would call a life ego.
Sure.
Because,
sure.
For sports, I'm not harming anybody. This is what I do for me to get me to where I want to be. It's kind of the same thing with life ego, but life ego is constant. Because as soon as I leave my door, he's in play more or less until I go to sleep.
Right.
Because you have that image that you created that you have to live up to. Now, I never got your Florida perspective. I gave a little insight when I had Anzo, what it was like growing up in Côte-de-Neige, Montreal, Canada. I know the States is a whole different level. I don't know what you had to do to survive growing up, JJ, and where you grew up, but I would like to know a little, if you don't mind.
No. I grew up, I'm born and raised right here where I'm at in Florida. But I had a tough childhood. At 11 years old, I found out I was type. Oh, go ahead.
No, I just burped. I had to excuse myself.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I found out I was a type 1 insulin dependent diabetic. Found out, 11 years old, I got to take shots for the rest of my life.
Wow.
So that ruined a lot of dreams for me. I wanted to be a pilot, man. I wanted to join the Air Force. But that never happened because that just automatically makes you null and void from the military. With that, I grew up hard, man. One of my first doctor's visits, doctor said, well, you're not going to live past 30. That was in 1984. And when he told me that, that just basically put my body on a clock. I was 11 years old. I didn't know any better. So I lived recklessly. I lived like life was coming to an end. I did not want to not like the life that I lived. And when I hit 30 and I was still alive, and I'm like, okay, I had a big party when I turned 30. My next one's 50 if I make it, because I'm about to turn 49.
You're there. You're there.
I know. But still, my next big party is going to be when I turn 50. I've had to fight for every step I've had to take in my life, but I've done some wonderful things in my life at the same time. And it's made me the person I am today. You know, not all of it's been good. But I've always been and will be. Everybody looks at me and calls me, everybody in real life that looks at me and we talk and whatever, and it's like, you know, why you gotta be so negative? I'm not. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not negative, man. I'm just being real about the situation.
You're a realist.
Yeah.
It
Like,
is what
like-
it is.
Like what's wrong with me? I know it's eventually going to kill me, but guess what? I'm not scared of it. Because for all of us, I don't care who you are, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Mhm.
I'm not scared of
Enjoy
it.
it while you can.
Exactly. I'm not scared of it. When it comes, I'll welcome it. That way I ain't got to argue and fight with people anymore because of dumbness. You know, and I'm talking about like the government, you know, because of, you know, you receive a monthly government check, then, you know, all of a sudden, you know, now you got to abide by their rules. I don't do that. But I don't do anything to bother anyone. I sit my butt right here.
Mhm.
So, you know, this whole thing about the jab and the virus and all this, I'm not worried about it. It's been, we're working on coming up on 2 years messing with this. Okay. I ain't had it. I ain't been nowhere near having it. Why? Because I use common sense. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have to be told to wash your hands, you're nasty. You know, that's just nasty. That should be common sense.
I saw, you know, public bathrooms, you see it all the time. People don't go in there and, you know, go right back to their restaurant job. Nasty. Nasty.
I don't listen. I try not to look at all the badness going around, because even with my own stream or streams, both of them that I do, my randomness at its finest and my random movie review, I try to be positive. I try to have a good time, you know. But the last stream I did, it was a negative one. I had more people in there than I do during a normal stream, and I even mentioned it. I'm like, y'all don't even show up unless there's something negative going on.
We're talking
You know,
real here. That's why it's boring.
Yeah.
We're real.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, give me a break. If you like the people you watch, go watch them, not because it's something negative. You know, don't get me wrong. I am grateful for my audience. I really am. I am grateful.
I'm trying to build one, you know.
And you're not doing a bad job. Just, you know, it's not a
gonna
bad.
take some time. It's gonna take some time, but again, I'm not gonna let my ego get the best of me, because like anything else, now I can look up and see the number of people that are watching. I know who's in there. And
How many's in there right now?
Right now there's 4, and I don't think we got any higher than 6. But that's okay, because I didn't do a show last week, and I know that I'm gonna have to build and build and build and build. I understand.
Well, it's
But
not
I'm
an
trying
easy
to say-
process, but even at this point, there's been a lot of YouTubers that decided, okay, I'm going to walk away from it. You can't do that. You got to keep with it, because eventually your audience will grow.
But if it's easy, then you'll give up on it easy, JJ. You know, if I work for this,
Well,
I
if
think
it was
you know,
easy, everybody be doing it.
Yeah, I feel you. But some guys are just sensations, you know. They come on there and they just know what to say to get people to come there. They're not real. They're fake. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to be fake.
And I mentioned one of this
I can't live up to it.
On this live stream, right? I was doing some stuff for this one YouTuber, and you know, stood by this person, promoted this person. I was being an actual mod, okay, for her and her guests, and the end result was I was being ignored. You know, I was never asked on a show. Nobody ever seemed to give a damn about what I was doing. And it was getting aggravating, and I lost it, man. I just like, yo, you ain't supposed to do that. Everybody talks about growing together and doing this, but you ain't gonna do that by ignoring people. So I walked away from it and started doing my own stuff. And the same person I asked through a DM, you know, if I was, because I was actually told I was not good enough for this show. This is on a phone call.
How could someone tell you that? Like,
hey, it don't matter. It don't matter. I appreciated the honesty. You know, be honest with me. Don't lie to me. All right. And I just asked the person, am I still not good enough for this show? Simple question, right?
mm-hmm.
The reply was, don't guilt trip me. I'm like, I never guilt trip nobody. I said, I just asked a question. You know, it's just getting aggravating. I haven't done none of these people. You know, a little while back between Midnight's Edge and some other people, there was some stuff going on. All right. I didn't know what was going on, but guess what? I was not being talked to anymore because I found out later it's because of who I associate with.
Really?
I'm like, well, that's not. It's like, go ahead and just throw that needle in the haystack. Okay. Let's see if you can find it, because I know a lot of people. I'm like, boy, because people I associate with, well, let's see if we can narrow this down a little bit. And I still haven't. People are still not talking to me.
Really?
I don't care. I don't care.
They were never your friends to begin with. That's all I can say.
I don't let it bother me. I don't care. You don't want to talk to me? Cool. I'll go my own way. Thank you. You know,
That's
just yeah, it is. But you know, if you ain't gonna talk to me, at least tell me. Give me that courtesy, okay? Don't think I assume or I know what the hell anybody's talking about, because I don't. You know, people are asking me, did you block such and such in chat? I'm like, or who do you have blocked into this chat? I'm like, I don't know. How many people in this chat? Oh, there's like 30, 40 people in there. Could be anyone. I don't know.
Well, you could block people?
Yeah, you can block people on Twitter.
Oh, okay. I'm not on Twitter.
You can block. Hey, you can block them on Facebook too.
I was talking about on here because we had a fella on our show, OOC, a while back, and this guy was a little bit too much.
I know who you're talking about, and I stopped dealing with him a long time ago.
Oh, you know, he's a boy of yours?
Nah, not no more. We had a simple conversation about how, you know, conversation about Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. And I was trying to explain something to him, and for some reason he couldn't catch my simple logic. All right, he kept saying I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm like, man, I've seen these movies a lot. I know what I'm talking about. And he just kept on and on and on. And I told him off. I'm like, no, I ain't talked to him since.
He's one of those fake news guys, you know. He
Mm-hmm.
convinces himself to believe whatever he's telling himself, and whatever we're saying is the big lie. I was like, I foresaw this guy transforming as our show was going along. I swear I put myself on mute. I took my picture off because I don't know how long I could hold back. I'm still new to this, JJ. I don't know my limitations. I don't know my parameters. So I'm walking the straight and narrow until I get a lot more comfortable.
Yo, you're gonna get a lot. You're gonna keep it. You will keep encountering drama. There's no.
I got a gift. I read people. Be it's on the phone, in person. Character says everything, man. You can just say 2 or 3 things, and I can put you in a category, and it's a matter of time before you show me I put you in the right category.
Well, I know I'm here, so apparently I'm somewhere on that list. But
I told you
how
the moment I met you.
Well,
I don't care how people see
that.
you and portray you, and judge you. But the few moments I spent one show, and I was telling you nothing but respect, JJ. One show. And I don't do that. You could ask Gonzo. I use this word very often, drives my wife crazy. I don't cater to people's flaws.
Okay.
If that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
You know, like one of the worst things people could say to me is that's the way he is.
True.
So when I hear that, you're telling me you justify the way that person's behaving. It's acceptable. You don't like it, but you're willing to accept it. You don't have to accept shit.
And most time I don't. And most time I don't, because you start giving me shit. Well, guess what? I ain't talking to you no more.
Well, it depends. I mean, you could give me shit. I mean, if you don't agree with me, I'm not one of those people that, hey, I'm cutting you off because you don't agree with me and we're not on the same page. Because it's come to that, man. Like, you can't even have an argument with a friend anymore.
Well, that's the thing. That's what we try to do over on Chaos Central. Off the wall topics, open opinions, and we're not saying you're supposed to agree with us. It's just a matter of interpretation. Okay, it's just our personal opinions on certain subjects. That's all it is. You know, you can either agree with it or not agree with it. That's your choice. You know, I don't see the problem. If people have lost that, it's just simple choice. You know, it's almost annoying.
It's not almost. It's very annoying. And this is why we, people like us, JJ, come off as angry. We're not angry. It's just that common sense doesn't get through to you. So it's more frustration than anger. And I choose not to speak than to waste words on people like that. You know?
Exactly.
But it hurts. But at the same time, JJ, it hurts. And
no doubt.
It hurts inside because of this character that my ego built for so long. It's hard for me to accept someone disrespecting me like that, talking to me like that. But by me holding back and saying they're not worth my time or my words is helping me deal with my ego.
Well, most
I
of them.
envision myself choking these fucking people.
And I feel that way about one person. I'm not even going to talk more about it. That's all I'm going to say. I feel that way about one person I've met here on this platform. Most of the time, it's just I turn it off because I don't let their ego get in my way. I don't let it bother me. You know, you're allowed to think what you want to think about me. I don't care. I'm here to have fun. That's what YouTube is, a hobby to me. It's not about numbers and views and subs. I don't care if I ever get monetized. I'm here to have fun. It's a hobby. I have nothing better to do. I'm a disabled man with a YouTube hobby. I don't care.
I want to talk about interesting topics. I want to know how many people think like me or are on the same wavelength as me to know that I'm not alone in my thoughts. I'm not stupid. Well, I am weird because the new normal is not what I want to be a part of. So I'd want to classify myself as weird. I want to know there's more weird people out there like me. And if I don't accept you, I don't feel you're like me. I feel you have an agenda. You're not a rightfully good person. And I'll play the role, but it's very hard for me. It's hard for me to pretend, JJ.
I know.
If you ever notice, if you I hope our relationship grows and we get to see a lot more. And I hope to, share love with other people who share love with me. But what you'll tend to notice about me is that when I'm bothered, I get quiet. Because
I'm the same way.
Frustration and analyzing is what's going on. And I give myself, because before I would unleash without any remorse or thought of what they thought of me, like you said, I couldn't care less.
Roberto, may I indulge you with something with the very opening of my intro? I want you to read what's there, if I may.
Please.
Okay, all right. Oh, there it is. Well, first I got to do this. Share video file. I don't know it all either. So I was like, man, what are you doing? Nope, where's it at? I can't see it. I'm also blind too because I use a magnifying glass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do.
What you gotta do, sir?
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Ain't no big thing to me. Ain't no big thing to me. There it is. There it is. All right.
So what do? I share that, add to stream?
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Just it comes in like a Star Wars movie, but
I noticed on
you know,
your Facebook you're a big fan of Star Wars.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because this is something I was just sitting down one night. Because sometimes when you're done with streams, you're just sitting here. Sometimes I'll just play some music, and I just started thinking, and then I came up with this. You don't ever underestimate me. I know more than I say, and think more than I speak, and I am always notice more than you realize.
Very well said. Very well said. And maybe this is why we get along. I don't know. Because had you not showed that to me and had I not said what I said, we would never know that about each other, right?
Yeah. I'm always paying attention. I don't always act on it. Because I'm in that as bad as I hate to say it, I'm in that judging phase. I'm in that analyzing phase. It's like, do I talk to you? Do I want to have you around? Maybe you might want to come on one of my streams. I start thinking all kinds of different ways, but it's never negative, but I'm just cautious. Mm-hmm. I've been stepped on and crapped on most of my life. So I'm always skittish around new people, but seeing what I've seen, been around what I've been around as far as on YouTube, I'm pretty happy where I'm at. I get some new people coming in, or, we start hanging out with other circles and stuff like that. I have no problem with that as long as we can all behave together.
But how do new people come in? Like, for instance, I subscribe to people. I could click on them and see when they're live, but what is it like every day? People just randomly go out there and see a show and just click on it and like it and follow. That how it works?
That's how I got started. Back in 2018, after I got out of the hospital, I figured out, man, I need something to do because I knew I wasn't going to be able to work ever again. So I started, my roommates, man, they don't even watch TV and movies. They watch YouTube. That's their entertainment every day. Every day, yes. So I figured, okay, I'll start surfing around YouTube. And I come across Mecha42. I don't expect you to know who it is, but she's she's younger than me, so I say young lady, with bright red hair. I started getting involved in her live streams and chatting and getting to know people. From there, I went over to Creepy Little Book, and that's where I met a lot of other people. Then I went from Creepy Little Book over to Mary Mayhem, and I started meeting bigger people, larger people, more noticed people. And it's just. And it took time. It took almost a year. And then a year later, finally got on camera with Rosetta Allen. Me, her, and Honstar. We were inseparable. And I owe them a lot because I wouldn't be where I'm at right now, which still I'm a nobody. But I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for them. I'm not going to forget where I came from. And that's what happens with a lot of bigger YouTubers. It's like they forgot where they forgot where they came from
all the time. It was an accident that was meant to be.
Well, I tell everybody this. I said, all right, you'll get monetized. Don't forget where you came from. I say that to everyone. And there are people along the way that have forgotten that very thing. Why are you where you are at? You think it's just because of mere luck? It's because of others
who you know.
Exactly. And some of these people have found those people and gotten the recognition that they thought they deserved. but they're forgetting where they came from. They forget. I've had people leave streams, leave group chats because, oh, you're not popular enough. I can't hang around you no more.
Are you serious?
Yes. Happens every day. It's happening right now. Someone is doing that.
That's why I'll see like 65, 74, 72. I thought it was YouTube doing that.
No, it is YouTube, but big jumps like that, it's usually people unsubscribing or, maybe being unsubbed by YouTube. I don't know. I've never had that problem because I hear all about all of these problems that people are having. Notifications, subscriptions. I haven't had none of those problems. And if I have, it's been far and few between.
I wanted to do this because I felt like this was a network for me where I didn't need any qualifications, like schooling wise. You know what I mean? This is an avenue for the average Joe to get out there. But at the same time, I didn't know about monetization. I didn't know about all those things. I just thought you had followers and you have people who are interested in your content. That's it. And they come to see every week, like Arsenio Hall. What's on the show this week, right? I didn't know I had to make commercials and do all of these things and pop videos. But if I knew all of that, I would say, hey, I don't know if this is for me because.
Hey, bro, I don't know how to do none of that. I can record a video. Don't ask me to edit. Don't ask me to make it look flashy or anything like that. I don't know nothing about it. So I just keep it simple. I live stream. That is easy. Green screens and all that stuff. You can eventually get them, along the way. But
I got that down.
Learn how to do it first.
Learn
how to do it.
Many failures.
Yeah. But, learn how to do it. What they say, practice makes perfect. You do it, you keep doing it, you'll learn it. I'm still learning, I don't know it all.
Learn all. Hopefully you learn right along the way.
What's going on, Android?
I say it all the time. Life's a lesson. Don't fail.
Life is always a lesson until the day you die, because once you die, you finally learned it all. No matter how old you are. Life is a lesson from beginning to end. You learn new stuff every day. From simple things to very complicated things. It's one of the things. Well, that's how I see it. I'm not saying I'm right or if I'm wrong, but that's how I see it. I grew up in a very Christian family. I believe in giving people fair shots. Fair opportunities. There we go. Let's put it that way. I'll hold the door for anyone. I don't care if you're a man or woman. I'll always say yes, ma'am.
If you hold that door and I don't tell you thank you, how do you feel about that? Does it bother you?
A little bit, because as I'm walking away and the door is shut, and I'll just say thank you.
And by me asking that question, some people feel like, oh, what? You think I have to say thank you? Nobody has to do anything. It's called common courtesy. And that's another thing. People aren't like, I saw a question on Facebook. If you could add something to school or schooling, what would it be? People wrote environmental something, political something. For me, I put just respect.
To me, being in the States,
teaching kids respect.
I'd bring back, here in the States, we had the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. And they've taken that out of the schools. And I thought that was a bad move. But I don't know if that means, hey. To me, I don't know.
Why is it a bad move?
Because it was basically, from what I understood it, they treated it like religion, because they pulled religion from schools too.
Yep.
Now, I don't know the actual reason why, but yes, they did remove it, and it's very disturbing because this is what we're teaching our future. You know, we've always heard the term, you know, history's written by the victors. Right now we're losing because our history is in the process of getting erased.
Mhm. History is try and talk history. I mean, I know you mentioned you don't have kids, but anytime you try and get historic on this generation, it's like I don't got time for that. I'd much rather give that time to TikTok or
Exactly.
chit chat or Snapchat or anything that doesn't require any usage of my brain is what I want right now. I want to know about what happened in 1980. How is that going to affect me now?
Exactly. Yeah.
These are the questions I get, you know.
You mentioned ego. Well, my biggest ego is when I'm behind the wheel. When people are doing dumb stuff behind the wheel or around traffic.
My next show, but let's go, JJ. Go with it.
No, I got one that I thought was pretty funny because I was still married at the time. I had my wife with me. We went to Walmart and we was on our way out, driving in front of the store, and this hefty set woman started walking out. She walked right out in front of me. Didn't matter how fast I was coming. She walked right out in front of me with her nose in her phone. Okay, and then she stopped right in the middle of the road. I'm serious. If I'd have hit her, she'd have been right center of my hood. Okay, and I was coming up to her. I said, "Come on, woman. Yeah, you're still fat. Keep moving." You know. And my wife looked at me. She called me by my first name. I'm like, and second, I think. And she was like, why'd you say that? I was like, literally, she walked right out in front of her in the road without even paying attention, stopped to look at her phone. And she also, Roberto, why I said that, she started looking at herself up and down, like examining herself. I'm like, you're standing in the middle of traffic. What are you doing? Not even paying attention. This person was the only one on the earth at that time. Nothing else existed.
Watch what happened to me yesterday? Recently. How big is Walmart? Walmart's huge, right? Superstore, right?
Yeah.
What are the chances that when you leave, the person parked next to you is going to be leaving almost 5 minutes after you're leaving? Chances are rare, right? Because there's like
but it does happen.
1,000 cars in the parking lot, right? So,
but it does happen though.
I have a truck. Yeah, it does happen because it happened to me, right? I have a truck, a white truck, and this little red car was parked beside me. Okay. So I opened my back door to put my stuff in, and I noticed if I let it go, it was going to touch her car.
Mm-hmm.
So I closed it, almost closed, like one notch before closing it. Went to my cart to get my stuff. Fucking wind from nowhere, came out of nowhere, blew my door open, right on her car.
Ooh.
I come up, I'm like, oh shit. I move my door, I see there's a white moon on her red car. Like sticking out like toothpaste on your mouth. You know what I mean?
Right.
I rub it, and I'm like, should I leave a note? I turn around. This old woman's walking towards me with her face all screwed. I'm like, is this your car, lady? She tells me in French, oh, yes, it is. And she curses away. Curses. Nothing directly, but just kept cursing. I kept my composure. I said, JJ, listen, I am wrong. I apologize. If you want to take my license, if you want my insurance, I'm willing to give it to you. This woman is still cursing. Cursing. I'm like, hello, I am being polite. I'm addressing this accordingly. I don't think I deserve to be talked to that way. I use that same kind of voice, right? Because I was like, what the I'm being nice. I'm trying to, give you everything you need to resolve this. And you're just chewing me out like gum and spitting me out. So basically, she just went in her car, took out her phone. I thought she was going to take pictures. So I put my shopping cart back. When I came back, she was gone. And I'm like, what was the point of all of that? Like,
Karen?
I don't know what I did wrong. I mean, she saw the wind blow my door open. It wasn't me. I apologized profusely. I was willing to give her anything she needed, take a picture, my license, my everything. And she still chewed me out, man. What happened to sweet old lady?
No, she was being a Karen. Pretty much.
I was like, oh no, I can't.
I've come across a few of those too, but you know, I've done exactly what you've done. Just be respectful. You know, try to be, you know, be the adult of the situation.
Thanks,
So to speak. What's up, Jason? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming in. Mads Mama Bear, what's up?
Mads, thanks for coming. I thought maybe you passed out again like you did last time, but it's all good. Showing up is enough. My cricket crew. So you were saying, sorry, JJ?
No, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, man, I just talking about F the ego. I did that a long time ago. It's just I don't let it get to me, you know. And if it does, it's usually where nobody can hear it but me, because I got bad road rage. But normally I just keep it to myself. If I got a passenger or something like that, it's like, okay. You know, I'll say something derogatory like, oh, I guess, you know, blinkers wasn't put on that particular year or something like that. You know, just trying to be funny about it, but still it's aggravating the crap out of me.
I'm very bad behind the wheel. Very bad.
Yeah, that's why I try to keep a sense of humor because with my car wreck, I messed up the front of my car. Went to the grocery store with my roommate last week, and as she was backing in, I was like, please don't hit my car. It's fragile. She goes, I ain't never hit nothing. I said, well, come on. She backed up in the spot. I said, well, look, all I did was sneeze the other day. Look at the front of my car. You know, I'm trying to be funny about a bad situation. And she turned and she went, ha, 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 ha. I'm like, and that's a joke now. You know, it's like, all right, don't sneeze on your car. I'm like, yeah, I ain't going. Nope, not again. You know, I try to make light of a bad situation, you know, because I don't like drama. Who does? I don't seek it out. It just seems to find me. But when it finds me, I'll know how to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you and me both, brother. You and me both.
It's just,
it's meant to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm not a complicated person, Roberto. I'm very simple, but I know how to get to the point.
You see, that's what I was going to say. We think we are simple. We think we're easygoing, but are we really? Because, I mean, we're not going to really judge ourselves wrong or bad. Did we do a survey asking people if that's the way they feel?
Well, believe it or not, that scenario I was telling you about earlier, you know, after I found this out, man, I was literally talking to people I knew, asking them, hey, are we good? Because I needed that assurance. I'm like, man, if I made somebody mad that I'm not aware of, you know, I started wondering because, like, what did I do? You know, because I'm not the one out there starting this mess. But it's all good, man. It's all good. You don't want to talk to me. It ain't no loss to me. It's a loss to you.
No sweat off my back. No sweat off my back. Because, you know, like, I don't mean to sound cold, but, you know, you come into this world alone, you leave alone. You hope to meet a lot of good people along the way, but no need to carry that unnecessary luggage, man. If these people ain't good for you. You know, it's like the funniest thing is when someone asks you for advice on something you're good at, and then you give them the advice and they question your practice. Someone asked me, how do you stay stress-free? I say, I don't carry luggage. What do you mean by that? Well, a lot of our stress is self-inflicted because we choose to remind ourselves over and over of whatever is stressing us. If you choose to learn how to distract yourself from thinking like that, then you'll encounter a little less stress. Does that make sense? Oh, no. So what, you're supposed to just cut people off, and that's it? What do you end up alone? Okay. You never heard of starting over? Or do you just want to suffer because you feel that's the way it's supposed to be? Like, what do you want me to do? What could you answer? You asked, if I asked you, JJ, how did you quit smoking? And you tell me, well, I started by smoking 5 a day and then smoking 3 the following week a day on times when I don't feel like smoking. And I'd be like, that doesn't work. Why did I ask you? Why did I ask you?
Well, I wouldn't
That's
suggest
the kind
how
of people we deal with now, JJ. That's the kind of people we
I know. Yeah, but I quit smoking back in 2009. I smoked
100.
When I quit smoking, I was smoking cigarettes. I was buying 3 cartons a week. Okay, I would burn through 3 packs of, no, excuse me. Rewind. I would smoke about a pack and a half a day. Actual cigarettes, whole cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
I burned through 3 packs a day. Had an expensive habit, but right before the big price hike came, I quit smoking. Cold turkey. One of the hardest things I ever did. Because at the same time, as I was quitting smoking cigarettes, I was stopped smoking weed also.
Oh, the 2 at the same time? Wow.
Where I sat there for,
I would take my hat off to you, but these earphones would just be keeping it on.
bro, I sat in front of the TV like this, both my hands underneath my arms, rocking back and forth for 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
And I was by myself because my ex-wife at the time was up with her daughter right before my granddaughter was born. She was up there helping her out. So I was alone. And it was the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. Honestly. I can't think of nothing I've ever done or tried to do or failed at or worked or whatever that was harder than that.
To this day?
Okay. To this day.
Damn, respect.
Even the 5 weeks I spent in the hospital back in 2018, that was a walk in the park compared to quitting smoking. It was seriously. I'm in the process of quitting again right now, and I'm just doing it little by little. I'm easing off of it now.
You smoke both.
Yeah.
To quit one is tough because the one that you quit will accelerate the other one. To quit both? Wow. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say.
Well, Roberto, I'm going to tell you this right now. Me being a weed smoker, I can go 2 or 3 days without smoking. It does not bother me at all. But the nicotine part of that was unbearable. Unbearable. My entire withdrawal was from the nicotine, not the weed.
It's the opposite.
I don't. It's a hobby, not a habit.
Listen, call it a habit, call it what you may. It doesn't bring out the worst in me, so I don't see why anyone should have a problem with it.
Oh no, I'm fried right now.
If it brings out the worst in me, and I mean, it's affecting my social life, my married life, my anything. If it's affecting it, then you got to take a step back and say, is this for you? But if it isn't, and it's just people telling you shouldn't, that's how I.
Well, ain't nobody telling me you shouldn't, because marijuana today is more well recognized than back in the 70s, because now it's coming out into public. It's people are be able to do it out in public now. Not oh my God, let's go smoke a bowl, or go smoke a joint. Oh, we got to hide. Yeah, let's go do that. No, it's more open now. A lot has changed in the last 40, 50 years,
especially in Canada.
Everywhere.
Canada, it's legal across the board. In the States, you have some states it's legal, some it isn't. It's not legal federal. A lot of entrapment shit there going on. In the US,
in the U.S., here's the thing. I only know of a few of the states, and I know California is. I know Colorado is.
Washington
I believe Nevada is. Florida is medically legal only. And there's other states like that it's only legal medically.
But it's not legal federal.
No.
Anywhere.
No.
So
it has not become federally. It can be. It's just if it's recreationally legal in your state and you get busted with it, it's because you have an excess amount. Because there are laws on how much you
28 grams, I believe it's here. Anything exceeding 28 grams.
I think it's not even that now, and you're only allowed X amount of plants. I don't know what it is here.
Yeah, they're
6 plants. Okay,
6
plants. But hey, I'm fine with it, man. You know, treat it like alcohol. Put some laws on it. You know, make some money off of it. You know, I think Florida could get out of their deficit if they did it. Think of the tax dollars on it. You know, that's everywhere.
Look at Colorado. How many schools are building over there?
Yeah, exactly. You know, one of the guys who we stream with, Elihu, he has his stuff. He lives in California. He has it delivered. I'm like, what?
Living the life, huh?
Bro, I'm like, I wish I could just make a phone call and have my stuff delivered. That would be so awesome. You know, but it's all perspective, no matter how you look at it. You know, I do my own thing. I don't bother nobody. I ain't worried about it. Call the guy on the corner. You know, call the guy on the corner, get what you need, go home, don't bother nobody.
Yep. Do no harm.
No. Like I said, I'm a simple man.
It's the end. Sir. You know, I was saying this for a couple of years. I felt like evil is making a comeback, and good people are disappearing. You know, they're disappearing not by faith; they're disappearing by demand. Because if you look at little things, as little as a crosswalk guard, a crosswalk person, they don't exist no more.
No.
They don't exist for a reason. Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, anything righteous that we had going on as a youth doesn't exist anymore. Why?
Nope.
Why? Does anybody even take time to ask themselves that question? Why? Nobody cares, JJ.
No.
If it's not making news, who cares?
Well, to me, it's plain and simple. I've said this on several streams. I've said this around a lot of people. It's 2021, ladies and gentlemen. We as a people should be a lot further along than what we are. Okay, you know, instead of moving forward, we are constantly making two steps back. Why are we living in the past so bad and trying to erase it? Man, we should be looking forward. You know, better ourselves as a people instead of fighting all the time, arguing all the time. Just help one another. Be good human beings. You know. How hard is that? Do you need negativity in your life that bad that you're willing to go out and cause it? It's a shame. You know, I don't care where you live. It's happening everywhere. States, Canada, Mexico, overseas in the UK and Afghanistan and in Germany and wherever. It's happening everywhere, and we need to stop doing this. We're better than this. That's where my ego.
Get this message, JJ.
You know, I think that's where my ego comes into play. I think we are better than what we are. Not me, not you, everyone. You know, I have hope. I'll never see it. I'll never live to see it, but I have hope.
Yeah.
No.
I think I might live to see it. I think you might live to see it, because the generation behind us, they don't see color. They don't see gender. They don't see anything. So that being said, you know, they could do a lot less harm and a lot more good, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
Women get the right place in the world and do righteous things.
Yes, sir.
That being said, our show is, or I'm so used to doing a show with other people, I'm not used to having my own show. So you're going to have to excuse the content sometimes. I'm going to have to correct myself. This show is an hour show. Sometimes we go beyond an hour, but I want to try and keep it an hour so it doesn't become boring. So for those of you people who join us late, I'm sorry. You're going to have to come back next Monday. You didn't get a taste of JJ, but I know I will bring him back because I like to keep it real. I like to keep it fresh. So before I go, JJ, you want to tell some people where they could find you?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You can find me a little bit of everywhere and a whole lot of nowhere. Starting on Sunday nights, you'll find me usually when he does it over on Chris Knight, the Real Review 3000, over on his channel for the weekly wrap up. And we got a show coming up here soon for 11 p.m. Eastern on Sunday night. We're doing Name That Tune tryouts. It's going to be an open panel sort of thing. You know, anybody that wants to get on the show and do Name That Tune, you know, see what it's like. You know, it ain't gonna mean nothing. We're just gonna try it out, see if you're interested. Anybody's welcome. Also Mondays, you'll find me at 6 p.m. Eastern over on Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective channel, talking great stuff, going old school, retro discussions, talking about stuff back when entertainment was still great. You know, movies, TVs, music, games, toys, books, comics, video games, doesn't matter, when stuff was great. And then later on that night, or later on tonight, because this was tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern over on Darius Munchausen's channel, doing random proxy. I don't even know the name of the show.
You got so much going on.
hang out by proxy. There we go. He's doing his third live stream tonight. Yeah, his third live stream tonight. He did one. And he's doing good, man. His first two hit over 100 views.
Nice.
And he's already got his 100 subs. His first live stream, he had already hit his 100 subs.
Nice.
He's doing good, man. Yeah, he's doing good.
Maybe I should have him on. Give me some pointers.
Well, Darius comes around from chat to chat. If you've ever seen him, he's like Tommy is.
Okay.
He's from chat to chat. He supports a lot of people. He does a lot for people. And when he started streaming, everybody came to see him. He's a really great guy. Very, very educated, very straight to the point, but one of the greatest guys you'll meet. He's nice as hell. And then sometimes you'll find me on some other stuff later on Monday evening, like right here with Roberto, hanging out with this fine gentleman. And thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Tuesday nights, find me over on Chaos Central doing the Chaos Notes with Anzo Hodges and the gang. And Wednesdays, I do a weekly live stream called Random Movie Review. This week, we're doing 1993's Demolition Man. We're going to watch Stallone and Demolition Man and then come back live and talk about it, rag it, praise it, you know, just review it. And
show them some love, people.
Yeah. And last but not least, over on Krishna Kumar's channel, TWTG Content, we do every Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, Cards Against Humanity. It's a fun little stream. Come by and check it out. You know, support him a little bit. But yeah, and coming the 26th of September, I'm bringing randomness at its finest back. It'll be on a Sunday evening. It's going to be my birthday stream, even though my birthday ain't until Tuesday.
Send me an invite. I got to send you some props on your B-Day and welcome you to the club, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is 49 or 50, this one you're talking about?
49.
Okay. You're at the door. Make sure I get that 5-0 in
Hey, man, I'm almost at the top of that hill. I'm still climbing.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, thank you again, Roberto, for asking me to be on here. And my deepest apologies for the first call round. It was for Darius because I've been promising him his first stream. It's like, yo, you start streaming, I'm there. I got you back. And when Anzo was texting me, you're gonna be able to do Roberto tonight. I'm like, oh man, no,
JJ,
no.
Brother.
So I told you,
for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
I told you, bro. I got you back, man. You want me here? I'm here.
Respect.
So, at a blast. Thank you.
Monday nights, I'm here, 10 o'clock, with very special guests, just like my buddy JJ here. Who knows who's here next week? You can find me Wednesday night, OOC, with Bigger Ford, Anzo Hodges, Bigger Ford Entertainment. And I hope to be on Square One on Saturday made a comeback. First show with Danny, my boy, who brought me on. See, Anjo sent the invite. Danny gave me my first chance. And Square One is where I started. And I will never, ever forget that. And on that note,
All right, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed that. That was on Trendy Mindy's channel. Anzo had to leave, so Anzo, have a good night. I'm probably going to shut down the thing stream here in a little bit.
Make sure you get his channel out.
I got Roberto's channel. It's in the chat. I put it in there a while ago. If anybody wants
put
to
it back
check
in
it out.
there again. Put it back in there again.
Yeah, let me see if I put it in there again. It'd be right there. Oh no, let me go in there and get it again. Give me a second here. Let me put it in there. I do it on my phone. But I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. I've seen a few people. Darius is still in there. I know a lot of people's gone to bed already. Let's see. Let me put it in there real quick. Anybody gets a chance that hasn't subscribe to Trendy Mindy, Roberto channel. Okay, one second. Put it in there. He's not doing. I don't think he's had any of those shows lately, but he still has. He's on Anzo's channel. On OOC on every Wednesday, usually 10 o'clock. Depending on usually a little later. Sometimes depending if the show the shows before that they do. Let me see. All right. Right there. All right, that's Roberto's channel right there. I just came up there. So everybody's hasn't subscribed to it, please subscribe to it or share it, please, with your friends. Share it with your friends. He has an awesome channel. I mean, I'm hoping actually that channel that interview he did with Jay. I was supposed to go on that but I was out of town, so JJ came in there to do that interview with him. And I was like, I remember that because Anzo texted me and I said, I was like, it was I said, I was out of town at the moment. I said, so JJ he jumped in on it. He was supposed to do the one before the week before that Chris did that show. But check out those shows too. He did one with Chris Knight and did one with Anzo. Also, it's an awesome show. So hopefully he'll be able to bring that back. He interviews somebody and they like it says F the ego, explore their ego and and tells the life story and different things. And I like to say that's a treasure. That right there, that's a treasure of a stream that Roberto will have forever. I mean, that's just something. I'm so glad he got that. So we do have something to remember JJ on that. I mean, we got a lot of stuff, but that's a treasure right there. I mean, it's a 1 hour treasure. So, but Jetta, I appreciate you coming in tonight. Let me run by the chat. Everybody came in tonight. Of course, Darius, he was here all night. Jill was here. I think we had a lot of people. Wookie was here. Let me scroll up. And I seen Nindroid and Nindroid was here earlier. Kia Chow was here. Edge of Time. Deej. Sherry was here earlier. Dandelion Fluff was here. Tiki Doom was here. We had a lot of people. We had a lot. Monster Paradise came in earlier tonight. Nindroid, Austinator, Number One. LDG's probably sleeping right now. LDG, if you catch this back, get with me. I have some ideas. I'm gonna get with you and Tommy, and we have a couple ideas. Run by you. Sean Lee. Chef Cook was here. Of course, Jedi was here. We had Nicholas Rogue was here. Poe came in earlier. And I think it was many more. Unless I missed somebody, I apologize. But like I said, it was a memorable stream. Like I said, go back and if anybody wants to miss part of the video on Trendy, check his channel out. You can always go there and watch that video. As like I said, that's a treasure. He's great. He'll always have. And like I said, there's many other streams out there. Jedi's got a ton of. He's got a lot of soups that JJ was on.
Yep.
So check that out. And like I said, he was on the Chaos. He was probably on almost every one of the Chaos lists all the way since Hanzo started that. So he's definitely on that. He was on a lot of Tommy's Tommy the Guinea Pig. He was on that show. So there's some classics there, and you go back to LDG, Nerdgasm. There was some memorable shows with JJ on there. I remember. Try to think what else. I know him and Chris. They did that Cards Humanity show, and him and Chris Knight and Honstar. They have a ton. They had Name That Tune and Jackbox and different. A ton of stuff. So, guys. There's a lot of memories out there. So check them out in different streams. As I say, it's not going to be the same as it's going to be hard to see some of them shows the same. You're just waiting for JJ to pop into there and say something smart or give us that good chuckle inside. Him come in with some good humor and stuff. But Jedi, tell everybody about your channel before we shut this thing down.
I run the Insomniac Soup 3 times a week, and tomorrow night's a big one, 250th. So do drop in.
Check it out, guys. Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. I'm sure we'll be talking a little bit about JJ on there too. So guys, check it out.
Absolutely.
And I say, I'm sure that stream's probably going to be dedicated to him too. So, probably this whole week, guys, mostly I'm on pretty much, if I stream, I'm going to dedicate to JJ, and I'm sure everybody else, Anzo, everybody else, we might get back to regular streaming, but we probably will mention JJ, and
outstanding member of the community and a great friend.
Exactly. Jedi, do you know that link that's for the family? I know there was a PayPal. I didn't have it. I know it was on Anzo's and Robert Storm's stream. They both had it on there. So anybody wants to check out those streams, there's a PayPal link. They set up for JJ's family, for probably for the the funeral.
I don't have that one.
Okay. Yeah. Check if anybody's watching. It's on. I know it's on Anzo's stream. I'm sure it's probably on Tommy's too. I'm not sure they had it set up for Tommy when Tommy's. I know Tommy the Guinea Pig Collector, but I know it was on Robert Storm's stream and Anzo's. Guys, check it. It's a PayPal link. It's to help the family because I know they're going to be a lot for probably the burial or the memorial service. That's coming up. We're not sure what day it's going to be. I'm sure Han and Chris probably be the first to let us know, the community to let us know. But we, if I hear about it, I'll let everybody know, or if I hear from anybody, I'll post it or something. But if I can find the link, I'll try to go on my next stream. I'll post it on there for anybody. But we need to, support. He had I know he had a granddaughter. He was always talking about, keep her in our, thoughts and prayers too, and her rest of his family. So it's probably really hard on her right now because I know he was really close to her. So, but guys, I appreciate it. Like I said, everybody in the chat, like I said, subscribe. Check if you ain't subscribed to Jedi Spill's channel. Go to his channel, subscribe. Check out the big stream tomorrow night. Jedi, I'm gonna try to. I'll probably be getting home. I'll probably be getting home from work right when you start. So I'll try to jump on there as soon as I get home. So
no worries.
Yeah.
Probably go a good 4 to 6.
Yeah, as I said, you
7
go
hours.
out, you got to late at night. So some of these streams, I'm like rushing to get home because they're like, I'm getting here right at the tail end of their stream. So it's like I have to get a lot of replays now. But yeah, so I'll be able to get in there for a little bit when I have to get home. But guys, y'all have a great night and be safe out there. And like all the streams say, if you make a call, if somebody you haven't talked to in a while, give them a call tomorrow or give them we got so much technology, different, messenger, streaming, different, Facebook, we got so many messengers and all that stuff, Twitter and all that, but, old fashioned phone call or, something like that, somebody you haven't talked about, you think, well, you know what, maybe I, need to, talk to this person or something, and, it don't have to be, y'all haven't, had a little problems or beef. You just, maybe somebody you hadn't seen in a while, you just give them that chat, so you just think about it because, we're here one day and we're gone the next. So you never know. But I'm going to leave there, guys. Y'all have a good night and be safe and peace, guys. All right. I'll drop my here. 1 second here. I'll drop my intro for, and then I'll get out of here.